To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black.
Too strong?
Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black.
We were born to be great.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, and let's build together.
Sambo got to go. Sambo got to go. Sambo got to go. Sambo got to go. Everybody knows where they come from. Sigma Pi are not that dumb. Controlling black folks, they don't care. Putting trash on the air. Kill them if they don't leave us alone. Back to their master's throne. Pay the price for their hand in our fate. Fight them with more hate. Can't afford them no more. Sambo got to go. Our schools are filled with lies. Examine our people's cries. Our conditions says a lot about them. For power, who is him? Politician or in a pulpit? Give them all the cane instead. They hate us without pretense.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black.
Too strong?
Yeah.
Brother Hatim coming at you live with tribal quotes. Now, let me make sure y'all understand what I'm saying here. Look, for anyone who sends in a comment. Now, this one you have to be recorded, but a recorded would be even better. But you send in your comment on your favorite quote or proverb. It could be the one that I'm working with on that day, or it could just be one. Well, no, I want one for that day. So, for example, on day 19, I'm making an offer. First person that responds to this proverb, to these proverbs, right? I'm gonna send a PDF. I'll send you the PDF of the book. I'm not gonna send the book. I'm gonna send a PDF. For the first person that records their response, I will send you the book. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will. It will be straight from the publisher. It will be brand new. I will send you the book, or I will meet you. If you're in Columbus, I'll meet you somewhere, and I will give you a brand new, sparkling, unopened copy of the book. All right, so that you can follow along in real time. You know, but for those that send in a response, the first one that sends in a response to this one, day 19. Well, at day 19, I will send you a PDF. All I need is your email address. You know what I'm saying? This is Brother Hatim, and I'm coming at you live. So now, let's talk about what we need to talk about on day 19. Hopefully, you've been following along so you know how this goes. And if you don't know how it goes, go back to day 1. Don't slow us all down. Alright? But listen, I love being here. So let's go. Day 19. Can you believe that? Day 19. Wow. Common sense is the collection of prejudice acquired by age 18. Albert Einstein. He is able who thinks he is able. Whoa. The Buddha. Man. The monkey tail is long, and yet if you touch it, the owner feels the touch. Senegal. Now, which one will I pick? Which one will I pick? I know. Common sense is the collection of prejudice acquired by the age of 18. I love that one. That's hot. That's hot. Common sense is a collection of prejudices acquired by age 18. See, because this goes kind of counter to what a lot of us think we know, right? Because we like common sense, man. Everybody should have common sense, right? You know, it's common. You should know this. You know, come on, man. You need to keep up. But what Albert Einstein is saying is that this is a collection of prejudice. This is a collection of prejudgments that you have acquired by the time you reach the age of 18. Prejudgments. Do we know how dangerous prejudgments are? How limited prejudgments are? How much power prejudgments take away from us? And he's saying that common sense is a collection of prejudices acquired. You know what I'm saying? When we talk common sense, we're talking about a collection of prejudices that have been collected as a group. And we want everybody to operate in the prejudgmental way that we do. And because we look at the world in a prejudgmental way, we limit ourselves and we limit our possibilities. We limit what we can exert. We limit the changes that we can make in the world. So oftentimes it's those people who are outside the common sense, outside the common prejudices, outside the common prejudgments of a society that comes into a society and makes changes. Well, I guess that's that one for the day. That's straightforward, straight shooting, bang, bang, knocked it down. Shoot, I could go to another one, but no, I won't do that. But hey, here we go. This is Brother Hatim This is Tribal Quotes. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I pray that your day is as beautiful as you are. Feel free to check me out at www.DiGyeTV.com. We have an app. Download the app. Keep up with us. Allow us to help inspire you. Be on the lookout for my weekly newsletter. It'll be coming out. I'm running a little bit late. The Magic Hour has dropped. Make sure you check out the Magic Hour if you like the underground hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This is straight from Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Eventually we will expand it to start accepting other underground hip hop. We don't want the above ground rap stuff. We want people coming from where they are and struggling and putting it together, but that's a whole nother story. Also, check out the other podcasts. Give yourself permission. Folk Tales for Grown Folks. On Mile 3. I got plenty of them. So when you download the app, you'll be able to get into all that. Then on top of that, I got some specialties. I got some special surprises for those that download the apps. That it's coming. I'm telling you, 2014 is our year. So tune in and let's keep it moving. I'd like to thank you. And this is Brother Hatim, and I'm saying peace.
Amongst the blind, even when you reflect, you blind. Word from the wine, never catch the most wine. It's just a waste of time. So the cat will be shy when you walk amongst the blind, even when you reflect, you blind. Say, you know what I'm about to bring. Listen to the message I sing.
Great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live with Tribal Quotes. Man, listen, I love that beat. I'm sitting up here grooving to it right now, but listen, let's get into what we need to get into. Let's handle our business. Let's keep it moving now. Tribal Quotes, for those that don't know, Tribal Quotes is a show where we look at quotes or proverbs and we try to break them down for the day, and we share the information with each other. I'm sharing my perspective. I would love for you to share your perspective, okay? On all my shows, if you have input, please feel free to send it in. Join me at JohnnyJourney.com on Facebook or JohnnyJourney.com on Google Plus, or you could tweet me, or you could Facebook me just as Brother Hatim, or however you want to get in touch with me. Just get it to me. Also, if you have a favorite quote that you want to read, you MP3 it and send it to me as well, and we can have a discussion about that. Or if you want to complete it with the discussion and how you use that principle in your life, we definitely cover that. Step 1. We define the proverb for ourselves. I define the proverbs for me. Step 2, I'll tell you how I can use it in my life. So here we go. Here are the 3 proverbs for day 18. Do you believe it? We are on day 18. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. Non-being is the greatest joy. God is, that's Lao Tzu. God is the friend of silence. See how nature, trees, flowers, grass grows in silence. See the stars, the moon, and the sun, how they move in silence. Mother Teresa. If you attach yourself too closely to a human being, he treats you cheaply. Now, once again, there's something wrong on page 18, just like there was something wrong on page 17. Can you tell me what is wrong with the proverbs or the quotes on that page? Let me know, and if you can let me know, I will send you a book. I will either send you the PDF or I will send you the book. But the one I'm going to break down today is the very first one. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. Non-being is the greatest joy. Now, 3 of those I can attest to. Health is the greatest possession. I agree with that. That's why I'm working on mines right now. That's why I'm doing on mile 3, and that's why I'm doing give yourself permission. Wealth is the greatest. Health is the greatest possession, because without health, you can't achieve anything else out here physically. Next, contentment is the greatest treasure. Being content, learning to be content, learning to be satisfied and work with what you have. Man, I can dig that. Learning to work with what you have brings the greatest joy. It's the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. And I agree, confidence is the greatest friend, because it sure will boost you up in all types of situations. So yeah, confidence can be your greatest friend. Last but not least, non-being is the greatest joy. I haven't experienced, well, I guess in maybe sleep state or near death state, I have experienced the non-being part. You know what I'm saying? The non-being, where we are beyond this world and the limits of this world. And I'm working on getting there. And because I'm working on getting there, I felt it was important that I at least drop that proverb on you. I don't want you to neglect any of the other proverbs, but while I'm free, I want to be able to give you that proverb so that you can work with it. Alright? This is Brother Tim, and I'm saying I did part 1, I did part 2. I'm saying peace. You have a great and marvelous day. Be sure to check me out, www.geometryjourney.com. Also download the podcast. Download the link. The app. Peace. Great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you with travel quotes. Alright, let's get right into it. We on day 17. Man, I'm hyped, but listen, I'm gonna have to do this. And you have to remind me, those that are listening, take it seriously. I will send you a free, a PDF, or hell, I'll mail you the book. Tell me what is wrong with this day. Day 17. There's a mistake on the page. Tell me what's wrong with it, and I will send you a PDF of the book so that you can keep up with me. And the first person, you got your choice. The first person, let me know what the mistake is that I made on this book, on this page right here, on day 17. I will mail you. I will give you the choice. I will give you the PDF, or I will mail you the book. Alright? Now, here we go. Day 17, y'all ready? Are you sure? Alright, let's get busy. Now, those that's been tuning in, we got 2 steps. We got first step where we define it for ourselves, then we talk about how we can use it. Now, I'm going to pick one. And usually people try to guess which one I'm going to pick, but y'all don't know which one I'm going to pick. Y'all ready? When minds are the same, that which is far off will come. East Africa. That's from East Africa. Here we go. An intelligent mind is an inquiring mind. It is not satisfied with explanations, with conclusions, nor is it a mind that believes, because belief is again another form of conclusion. Bruce Lee. My man. Alright. Lizard suns itself within reach of his hiding place. Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Alright. Let's get into it. Which one shall I pick? Which one shall I pick? Now, I posted a picture up on my site. Hopefully, some of y'all will be able to know which one I picked. But basically, when minds are the same, that which is far off will come. East Africa. I had to pick that one. Now, I love going after Bruce Lee's quotes, man. But hey, I had to pick that one because this talks about people working together, not just physically working together, but mentally aligning to draw something towards them. So basically, to break this down, what this is saying to me, what this proverb is saying to me, is that when you establish a team, when you establish a tribe, and y'all have a focus, oh man, y'all have a focus, y'all have a goal, you will start attracting the events, you start attracting the things that you need to bring that goal to you. It's just a matter of hanging in there. It's just a matter of having that resilience. You know what I'm saying? When minds are the same, that which is far off will come. Man, listen, that is one of the most powerful thoughts that I probably will unleash on this show. I mean, it's a secret. Those who can hear me, you really need to hear me. Build your team, build your family, get your focus. See it. You align your minds. This don't mean that all of y'all have to think alike. You know what I'm saying? You don't all have to think alike. Y'all don't even have to think y'all going, but can you align your minds so that you can at least have the same vision? Not the same process of getting to that vision, but can y'all see the same thing? Can you be similar enough to attract what it is that you're seeking to you? Now, this is Brother Tim. Get with your team, man. Use this one for your team. Use this one for your team building. When minds are the same, that which is far off will come. I got to go on and I got to share that at my job. Listen, or rather my career. This is day 17. I'm going to read them all again. When minds are the same, that which is far off will come. East Africa. An intelligent mind is an inquiring mind. It is not satisfied with explanations, with conclusions, nor is it a mind that believes, because belief is again another form of conclusion. And last one, lizard suns itself within reach of its hiding place. Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Now, tell me what's wrong with the page, and I will send you your choice, a PDF of the book, or I will send you the actual book itself from the publisher. This is Brother Tim. I'm saying peace. I pray that your day is as beautiful as you are. And with that, I say peace. day, great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you with Travel Quotes. Travel Quotes. Now, those of you that are new, I would suggest that you go to day 1 and get the instructions. For those of you that understand what's going on, let's jump right into it because I only got a couple minutes this morning. And first off, it's a great pleasure to be here, and we are on day 16, man. Step by step, we chopping this tree down, step by step. Alright, so here we go. I'm reading from Jammy Journey Workbook, Travel Quotes by myself. A collection of quotes that I put together. So let's go through this day and see which one of these I'm going to pick today. Day 16. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Lao Tzu. Our duty as men is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. We are collaborators in creation. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. When you see a turtle on top of a fence post, you know it has some help. That one is just from Africa. That's a good one. That's a good one. All of them good. But of course, I know some of you already thinking I'm picking number 3. I'm not going to pick number 3 today. I'm picking number 1. Alright, here we go. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you will try to hold on to. Now let's look at that part first. And in step 1, I have to break it down for myself. By understanding that the only constant in life is change, then I will spare myself the pain of trying to hold on or thinking I could control anything. I think there's I think it's AA that say, God give me the strength to control the things I can, the wisdom to recognize, something along the lines of and to recognize the things that I cannot. You know what I'm saying? And but anyway, that saying goes along with this. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you will try to hold on to. By not holding on to things, I in a sense give myself power. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not trying to fight the natural process. I'm not trying to I'm not spending time grieving over the natural process. So I'm in a sense snatching my power back. Part 2. If you are not afraid of dying, there's nothing you cannot achieve. Once I realize that everything changes, including myself, I'm able to accept death. I'm able to embrace the concept of death. When I'm able to embrace the concept of death, the only question that any of us need to ask or really even deal with in this issue here is, when I no longer fear death, I know death is approaching, I accept my own death, then what can I not achieve? What's stopping me? If death is the major thing that most people fear is death, if death is the major thing that's stopping people from living their dreams or living their life or changing the world or doing the things that they want to do, when you eliminate that, now what's standing in your way? Once you eliminate the fear for death, you're able to move forward. Now, in my life, I have had to, on several occasions, wrestle with my mortality. I'm at what they call middle age now. And I'm realizing that I have possibly more time behind me than I have time in front of me. I'm middle age. I'm at the middle. You know what I'm saying? I might have lived the majority of my life, and that's the fact of the matter. And I have to accept my mortality, and by accepting my mortality, it helps me and motivates me and pushes me to get up in the morning. It pushes me to get my son up in the morning. And when my daughter get old enough, it's going to push me to get them up early in the morning so that they can spend time with me, so that they can learn and I can instill some of the stuff that I want to instill in them before I leave. When you embrace the fact that you are going to die, you realize that you don't have all the time in the world. So you start maximizing the time that you do have. We live up under the illusion that we have forever, or at least that we have a long time. It's not guaranteed. And when we embrace that and we start practicing that we can be taken away from this place in time right now. Somebody could be riding right by. Y'all hear these cars in the back driving right by me. I'm sitting looking out my window. Somebody could drive right by here right now and put a bullet in me. Just happen to just be playing and just be shooting, and a bullet come right through this window and can take me out right now. I can have a stroke right here, right now. Some of this stuff that I'm experimenting with, well, I won't mention it now because I'm gonna talk about it later in the podcast. But some of this stuff I'm experimenting with right now, you know what I'm saying, could blow up and kill me right now, or I could drink it and I did the whole process wrong and die right now. And what would I have achieved if I was holding on to my life as if it didn't change? If I was holding on to my life as if it was a guaranteed forever existence? The fact of the matter is that Brother Hatim is very limited. But the self that I've been telling us about on in all my other podcasts, the absolute, complete, perfect, those absolute, complete, and perfect qualities of my being that are not driven or not motivated or not determined by external circumstances. That part of me that lasts forever. If I allow that to shine in my daily life, right, and move towards my goals, dog, what's gonna stop me? I realize that this body is gone. I realize that this body is gonna fade away. It's gonna blow away. It's gonna turn to dust. But why I got it and it's animated, I'm putting in work. I'm coming to see you every morning, at least 5 mornings out of the week. You know what I'm saying? Then on some, you get some bonus days on Saturdays and Sundays. But right now, we on that 5-day thing, and we are on day 16 of this. So now let me go back through all of them, and I can't wait to hear some of your breakdowns of these proverbs. You could do one or you could do all 3. That's your choice. You can do 2. That's on you. This is your personal journey. Day 16. If you realize that all things change, there's nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, there's nothing you cannot achieve. Lao Tzu. Our duty as men is to proceed as if limits to our ability did not exist. We are collaborators in creation. Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. When you see a turtle on top of a fence post, you know it has some help. Africa. This is Brother Hatim. I'm saying I hope that your day will be as beautiful as you are and powerful as you are. And with that, I say peace. And thank you for tuning in. Great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you with Tribal Quotes. And let's go through the quotes. Those of you that's been following the show know how to do it. Those that don't, I would suggest you go to show number 1 so that you can learn the process. Alright, so let's go and get straight into it, okay? Alright, before we do that, make sure you check out the app. It's coming out soon. I want to make sure that you can stay up with everything that the journey is doing. Self-mastery, hip-hop, philosophy. Just tune in. Check me out. Get the app so that you can have the immediate access to everything. So you can pick a show. If you don't want to listen to all the shows, you don't want to go to my website, and listen to the Freestyle Fridays or whatever I got playing up that day, you can just click straight onto the application and go straight to the show that you want. This is Brother Tim. This tribal quotes, and we are on day 12. Give it up for yourself. Day 12. You've been sticking it out with me. So here we go. Day 12. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joy and dividing our grief. Joseph Addison. That's hot. That's a nice one. One must try to escape from darkness of ignorance and suffering and seek the light of enlightenment. The Dalai Lama. That's pretty good. Last one. Instructions in youth is like engraving in stone. I think that's Morocco. I got North Africa on here, but that is North Africa for those that don't know. I'm gonna pick the third one. Instructions in youth is like engraving in stone. When you teach a child, you teach children, you are building the future. Alright? So you teach somebody something when they are young, and you ingrain it in them, it's like putting it on stone because they'll never forget it. Sort of like those of you that learned how to ride a bike when you was a child. You know how to ride a bike. You might not do it all the time, but you could rely on your muscle memory to sit down and get out there and ride that bike. Same thing with riding a skateboard. You use your muscle memory to ride a skateboard. Same way in playing some card games. You know what I'm saying? You could sit down at the table and they could throw out the cards and you might not remember anything all the way up until the first hand. Then after that, the old reflexes pop in. You know, certain things that we have in our memory. We learned years ago, but when we're put into the environment, it comes out because we know it. I mean, I'm still dropping down into certain fight stands that my martial arts instructor had drilled me on over and over again. Something happens, a shocking noise, somebody jump out and say boo, I'm dropping down in that fight position regardless of what style I'm practicing right now, because the way my master did, he ingrained it in us so much that no matter what programming we're trying to put in, until we get something at our core, like he was at our core, I was young at that time, it's engraved in stone. It might not never go away. Alright? So when you teach a child, when you ingrain it in the child, you're writing a letter to the future. You're engraving it in stone because it's going to stick there. Alright? And this has helped me because like certain habits that were engraved into me when I was young, like like what I'm trying to do with my son now, I get him up early. I get him up early with me, not as early as me. You know, I do all my workout and stuff, but I get him up early because I want him to develop the habit of studying more than everybody else, or practicing more than everybody else. Whatever it is he finds that he loves, he's going to be able to get up and do it because he knows getting up is possible. Because he knows that I have already been up by the time he come downstairs. Oh, you done walked the dog already? You done ran yet? But he already know that I'm getting out here and getting it, or that he sees me struggling and learning. I try to make sure my kids see me learning new things. You know what I'm saying? No matter how silly it makes me look, because I want them to celebrate when they make mistakes. And I know for some of y'all that sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? I want my kids to see me making mistakes. I want my kids to see me not good at everything. Why? Because that means it's okay for them to mess up, and it's okay for them to make mistakes, and they won't be scared to learn. I'm surrounded by children nowadays that's scared to learn. Learning requires failure. But we done messed up our kids on this non-failure garbage, this self-esteem bullcrap. But listen, so instructing youth is like engraving in stone. So the things that were set in me, the habits that were set in me, enable me now to get up at 3:15. 5 days a week and get out here and do 3 podcasts every day. It was ingrained in me. I saw my grandparents getting up early, and at first I started getting up early with them so that I could eat the good breakfast they eat. I didn't just want to eat cereal because the elders didn't eat cereal in my house. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother got up and cooked. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to get part of that, and I started out getting part of that. But I also noticed that morning time was a devotional time. So rather than just being a leech trying to get some food, I wanted to fit in. So while they were having their devotional time, I had my individual study and devotional time. You understand what I'm saying? I picked that up from them. Now I'm up in the morning now having my devotional time. You know what I'm saying? With you. That happened over 30 years ago. Over 30 years ago. That seed was planted in me. Now the seed has manifested. My grandparents engraved that on me. You know what I'm saying? My football coaches engraved not quitting on me. My martial arts teacher engraved certain things on me. You know what I'm saying? And now that is in me, they have laid out a plan for me, in a sense. They laid out the path that I'm walking in the future. They set that back in the past by instructing me in my youth. So listen, those of you that are teaching our kids, realize that you are training your legacy. You are laying the foundation of your legacy. Are you laying a strong foundation, or are you building your house upon sand? Are you tasking these children? Are you having them commit things to their heart? Are you engraving in stone? This is Brother Hatim saying, I pray that your day is as beautiful as you are. Check my site out at www.DiGyeTV.com. You know what I'm saying? Look at my books. You can get this book so you can follow along with us. Gyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes by Hatim Gyame. It'll be up on the site real soon. And for those of you on the app, and for those of you that take the time to get the app, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find some way. I might just, I don't know what I'm gonna upload, but I'm gonna upload some nice stuff for you, okay? And one of them might be a couple of these books, because I'm gonna keep on writing. I'm a writer now, you know, I'm an author. So with that, Brother Hatim says, peace. You have a great day, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are once again. Peace. Great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct. Man, look, we on day 15, man. I'm feeling good. Listen, you can hear the rain outside. I wish some thunder or lightning would pop off so that you could really get what I'm dealing with. I just came out the rain running, and I'm hyped. Can't wait to get in the shower. Can't wait to get the day started. I woke up this morning. I was moving slow, and I was like, oh, man, I'm not going to make it today, but I thought about the people out there that's listening, especially to these new shows, man. So I had to get up and I had to deliver. Now here we go. We are on day 15, and this amazes me, man. Listen, day 15. We could make it. We at day 15. Another 15 will be day 30. Another 15 will be day 45. Another 15 will be day 45. Another 15, you know what I'm saying, will be day 60. Another 15 will be day 75, and then another 15, day 90. Let's do it in 90 and 15 day increments. This is a celebration day. We have made it to number 15, which has a special relationship to the number 90. Let's keep it moving. We need 6 of these. We need 5 more 15s, and we have completed it. We could move to another show. We could grow, because you're going to notice the growth. Trust me, you're going to notice the growth, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. But here we go. Y'all ready? Alright, day 15. Those that don't know, we are coming from the Giammi Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes, by myself, Hatim Giammi. Is a collection of quotes and proverbs that I went through over about 2 or 3 year period, going through daily, and I prescribe an exercise. Part 1, step 1, you define the proverb for yourself. Forget what everybody else say. I want to hear, or I want to see, or I want you to write, and I want you to hear, and I want you to see the wisdom that lies inside of you. Second, I want you to describe the lesson that you received from that definition. Have you ever experienced this proverb in your life? And if you do, or if you have not, if you were to experience it, how would you use this proverb? Just start putting yourself in situations where the proverbs, you have to be able to use them. And I want you to start using these proverbs and these quotes in your daily conversation. Why? Because it shows, 1, that you are read, and 2, it starts giving you a little bit more insight about what's going on with these proverbs. What type of, how can I put it? It helps you extract the wisdom. So when you use it, it's kind of like distilling it. Those of you that like drinking alcohol, it's like right now you got the fruit. I'm giving you the fruit, and when you start thinking about it, you are fermenting it, and then after the ferment starts, and you got the yeast eating the sugar and the starch and turning it to alcohol. Then after all that process is done, you have to now distill it. So every time you say one of these proverbs to somebody in a certain situation, you are distilling it, and it allows you to get the pure essence, get to the essence of the proverb. That's quotable. You know, tweet that. You know what I'm saying? Get to the essence of the proverb. It's like getting to the essence of a proverb is like distilling alcohol. Look. Alright, look. Let me go. Day 15. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. Albert Camus. Proverb 2. All things must change to something new, to something strange. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Lizard suns itself within reach of its hiding place. Zimbabwe, Mozambique. Proverb. Alright. Today I'm picking Proverb 1. I know y'all thought I was going to pick Proverb 3 because some of y'all think y'all got me pegged, but you don't got me pegged. Proverb 1. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. This is a common theme through all the shows today. If you want to be generous towards your future, if you want to be generous towards your children's future, if you want to be generous toward the future of your relationship, give all now. Don't hold off. Don't hold back. Give now. Invest now. It's like some of us talking about we got this dream that we want, brother. I tell him I got this dream and I just can't figure out why it's not coming true, because you're not giving all to the present. You're not exhausting yourself each day. You're not going to bed tired. Listen to me. If we want to make things happen, what we have to do, we got to give all to the present. This means that we have to practice. We have to push ourselves every day and give what we have to give. We got to leave. We got to go to sleep, not because we have to, but because we are tired. In America, there is a disease, a sleeping disease, where we are just sleeping, but we're not tired. No other place in the world has this been able to happen. All over the world, people can't sleep. They can't sleep. You know why? Because they're not tired. But in America, we got so much luxury that we can sleep and not be tired. What have we become? What have we eat when we're not hungry. We sleep when we're not tired. We work in places that we hate. Woo! I don't even know if that's a human existence. I don't even know if most of us here is really living a human existence. That sounds zombic to me. That sounds dead to me. Listen. So if you want to get to where you want to go, if you want to move and you want to empower your future, give all to the present. What more do I need to say? I can't say no more. But I can't wait to hear what wisdom you have to share with me on this proverb. Listen, be sure to check me out, DiGyeTV. You can join the page you can like the page on Facebook. You can you can follow the page on Google+. Hit me up at www.DiGyeTV.com, but get the app. Go get the app, DiGyeTV. Just type in DiGyeTV, just like it is, DiGyeTV. You could just type it in one word. You ain't even need no spaces. DiGyeTV, and you're going to see the app pop up. When the app pop up, click on it. Download the app. Join the journey with me. Come on now. Let's move. We got miles to go before we sleep. Come on. This is Brother Tim, and I'm saying peace. You have a great day, and I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. What's up, family? What's up, family? Black Signal went out. Black Signal is out. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. And this is DiGyeTV Media. Thank you for being on point, girl. Anime is on it. This is a Heart of a Summer production. And right now we are on Tribal Quotes. And this is a Heart of a Summer production. Strive to do nothing but blow up your old paradigms. Alright, let's see what's going on. Make sure the chat is open. Make sure y'all here. So I sent out the Black Signal. On the Black Signal, I included a copy of the sample newsletter. You know, go and check that out. You know what I'm saying? For those that want to get involved. Let's get to building. It's time for us to do some real work. Now, we have the G&J Mall popping off on the 23rd. That is this Kuumba. That's 2 days from now. We will be gathering. We will have vendors in the place, and we will open it up for the community. We want the community to come out. We need your support. So the vendors need your support as well. So come on out. Also, on the same day at 3 p.m., we will be having our movie and discussion. We will be watching The Purge, the very first, what they call the prequel, the first Purge. And we're going to be talking about it and the symbolism as it applies to us. Lines are open now, 614-556-4535. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all call in and we can have a discussion. If not, we just going to break down the Proverbs. Call it a night. You know what I'm saying? I was planning to take this whole thing on to the next level, but of course, the chords that I need are nowhere around, and I don't know why. I do know why. But I should say why. I ain't going to say why on air right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it. No, I'm not. So we are up on our water today. And I kept up with my amount of water today. And everything's going good. So what we're going to do right now real quick is I am going to read. We got the Proverbs. But also I want to share some of the news that's popping up on the Gianni Journey timeline. Of course, I just mentioned the first Purge will be shown on Kuumba at 3 p.m. It's part of the market to help bring people in, so you come and shop before and possibly shop during and even after the movie and still have time to come in and check out the discussion so that we could build. What doing more than 40 push-ups in 1 minute might do for your health. You know what I'm saying? We posted that up there. You know, those in Geometry Journey don't have to thank me. You know what I'm saying? You know, all you know, y'all know. You know what I'm saying? You get those ups, sit-ups, push-ups. You know what I'm saying? And then when you saying them days wrong, you do them ups, including myself. So we all out here doing them, trying to get in physical shape. Because remember, we can't take care of our ancestors. We can't really do any nation building if we are out of shape. So we got to kind of get that cardiovascular system pumping. So we got a news article on Geometry Journey about that. You think you got anger issues? The power of Martin Luther King Jr.'s anger and how he dealt with some of his anger issues. Because I know, you know, some of us have to, hopefully some of y'all have to know that brother Martin had some anger. And the question is, how was he able to deal with his anger? And, you know, there's a real good news broadcast on NPR about that. We posted that up on Geometry Journey. We'll be talking about that in the upcoming newsletter. Hate groups count hits 20-year high and rise in white supremacy, reports finds. This is from the USA Today. Of course, we know, and y'all think it's bad now. Wait till black folks start talking about this black agenda. And we're going to have more than white supremacy to worry about. It's going to be a lot of other shit popping off once we really start throwing up our interest up in front of everybody. And people going to be like, y'all not team players. Y'all not doing it right. Y'all not supposed to be like this. Why are you so angry? Why are you so angry? We all the same. No, we not. Not at least not in America. We not all the same. And this is definitely gonna be it's gonna be some powerful discussions going on. We're gonna really find out who is for us and who is against us. And I'm really looking forward to this election season that's gonna be coming up. And I'm gonna be looking very closely at the race and seeing who is talking about interests that apply directly to us. And also, y'all need to be on the lookout because on this 2020 census, they are really going to start trying to count how many people are possibly DOS, that may be on there, ADOS, as well as how many immigrants and stuff like that. And we may start finding out that there might be a few more of us, and we might have a little bit more voting power than we really think, right? But hey, that's here to, you know, that's out there for us to see. I got something up here today about a meditation exercise where you look at yourself in the mirror for 30 days straight. Full length mirror, no clothes on. Sound kind of freaky, but actually is a good personal meditation. Now you don't do this in public. It's just you. But I'm kind of comparing this to what we need to do as a people. Start learning how to look at ourselves and really start to fall back in love with who we are. Fall back in love with what we come from. Start showing some pride in being able to survive something that other people would have faltered a long time ago, family. Because I don't know if y'all know, but you know, if you look at the plans that were launched on populations that went through a slavery process, I've been on my grind all day. That hustle builds muscle, and also wears you out as well. But the populations that usually go through slavery are supposed to be eliminated at the end of their tenure. You know what I'm saying? Supposed to be, if you're not totally assimilated, you are to be eliminated. The goal of slavery is to eliminate that population because you don't have to pay them back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them raising some of the complaints that will be coming soon, right? And hey, And then also they got something on NPR again, growing marijuana industry struggles to attract employees of color, where a lot of our lives and a lot of our family lives were disturbed by marijuana, whether through smoking, but the very strict laws that were applied to it and the way they applied it to our community. A lot of us are not getting into this new booming industry, and a lot of us can't afford to. And this speaks more so towards the massive wealth gap that I've been talking about on the show, that you've been hearing about all over the internet. When anybody's talking about ADOS that's not really looking at the racial wealth gap, is not really doing their work. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons we can't get into this booming industry, right? The main reason we can't get into this booming industry is because of the wealth gap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because if you look at some of the stuff that you have, you got to have a certain amount of money in the bank that you know what I'm saying, that's just there. And so how many of us actually have bank accounts where it's like tens of thousands of dollars just sitting, other than your retirement account? Tens of thousands of dollars just sitting around, and in some cases hundreds of thousands of dollars just sitting around. We can't get into business because the business wasn't designed for us to get into, and we have to understand it. So they talking about some programs or some assistance that may be out there for certain growers in certain states and cities. And hell, we need some of that in our city. You know what I'm saying? Some of that in our city. If it's going to become legal in Ohio, we need to make sure that it is a truly open and leveled out playing field so that we can get on it, right? Or if it's not going to be leveled out, then it needs to be leaning towards us. In some cities, they are requiring that black folks are able to get involved with this industry. Since we were disappropriate, since we were, the effect on us was unbalanced, and then we also have Chicago police blast Jesse Smollett phony attack, bogus police report causes real harm. I don't speak on a lot of that shit because it's like, yo, I'm just like, when I hear shit like, didn't sound right. But I ain't want to be the first one to be like, that shit don't sound right. Because, all the times when you're the first one out there, you be getting all types of hate and shit. But I'm quiet. Maybe I might need to start talking up on some shit because I've been jumped and I've jumped a couple of motherfuckers. And some shit just don't, usually when you run into a motherfucker, unless you know exactly where they're going to be, you don't have the proper equipment to jump a motherfucker. The whole point, usually what happens with jumping a motherfucker is usually spur of the moment. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you know exactly where this motherfucker is going to be. Just saying. Alright, so this week, Folktale of the Week was The Hares and the Frog. I have it posted up on the timeline. Hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of writing on the website. So tonight, yeah, but what about all the white people who cry wolf and blame one of us? I'm not necessarily even judging him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. You're right. What about him? You know what I'm saying? Because this brother came out, but then also you got to realize, was he saying it was because he was one of us or because he was LGBTQ? Somebody help me. What is it? What the fuck is it now? I don't know. Was it because, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was claiming. And we need to be clear on that. He wasn't saying he jumped him because he was a black man. He was saying he jumped him because he was gay. That's what I picked up on. That whole piece. You know, they roll with that shit. So, you know, go on, keep that. Keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, if that shit happened, you know, that black dudes that happened, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you know. But he didn't want claiming us. That wasn't why they did it. Right? You know. He's making us look bad. I ain't gonna say, I mean, shit, he ain't making me look bad. He ain't making you look bad. He ain't, shit. I'm bringing him up because he's in the news. Too many acronyms for that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't keep up with it. To each his own. You know. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not mad. I'm not disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he said what it was. They attacked him because he was gay, not because he was black. He just happened. He's a gay guy that just happened to be black. And, you know, they just happened to have all the equipment to whoop his ass properly. I don't understand, you know. I mean, and then especially not really being connected to him, not really being, how the fuck do they know where you're going? I'm just asking those questions, but probably wrong of me to ask that, you know. You know how people get. Oh, Brother Hatim, how you gonna ask all that? That's too much information, Brother Hatim. That don't matter. Okay. Whatever. You know, so we won't get straight into the folk tales. Anybody want to call in the number 614-556-4535? We can hit the Proverbs and as well as hit some of the news. If y'all want to talk about it, some other stuff going on too. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on in America, and a lot of it got to do with us. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Every time I open up my YouTube timeline, I'm seeing hashtag ADOS. I'm loving the discussion. Hashtag ADOS versus Pan-Africanism. Hashtag ADOS. How will they deal with biracial people? Hashtag ADOS. It's a scam. Hashtag ADOS. I'm just loving seeing that shit up. Hashtag ADOS. We are not bots. Hashtag. I'm just loving to see us at the center of the conversation because family, once again, in our politics, we have to become selfish. We have to start looking out for our own interests. That's very, very important. And I need people to understand that we're not just coming at Kamala Harris. We're not just going to come at Cory Booker. You know what I'm saying? That the old dude that's about to get in the race, him and Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, Marianne Williamson. Everybody needs to make sure that they have us on the agenda, especially if they're coming to any city near any of us, because we need to be able to ask the questions that lead them into discussing the black agenda so that we can know whether or not you're worthy of our vote. We're not supporting nobody that's not going to be taking our agenda ahead full steam. You understand what I'm saying? We need to start making sure that people understand, damn, we've been here long enough. It's time for us to not be timid like the rabbits. Not be over timid like the frogs in the last folktale. We need to be able to stand up, get out, and get it. All right, so here we go. All right. Let me check the messages one more time. Once again, call in number 614-556-4535. 614-556-4535. All right, here we go. Day 61, we're pulling from Geometry Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes by Brother Hatim. Day 61. Barking dogs seldom bite. That's an English proverb. As soon as we stop worrying, a solution pops up. That's David D. Notorious. Last but not least, the old man's mouth may be twisted, but not his words. That's from Zambia. So once again, barking dogs seldom bite. What? 2. As soon as we stop worrying, a solution pops up. 3, the old man's mouth may be twisted, but not his words. Proverb number 3. So, Sister Cynthia, since you on the line, let me know. Should we start with Proverb 1, 2, or 3? Come on now. I'm waiting. Do 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 doom doom. All right, let's see if anybody posted anything up. Oh, it seems like everybody is on my other Facebook page. So let me check what's going on there, so we can start some conversations real quick. All right, computer moving slow. I got all these things pulling on. Oh, I should have put my camera on Wi-Fi. Man, I was trying to have it sound so crisp for y'all today, but I can't find my cords. All right, let's see. There we go with the bullshit. All right, so it says no, I have no, of course, okay. I don't know what's going on. They won't let me chat. And then I'm starting to find out, okay, I'm seeing what's going on. Then I'm starting to find out that my thing is not, for some reason, I can't keep, I've been saving this till I get in, I see you, Sister Cynthia. I'm working on it right now, sis. I'm working on it right now. Let me see if I get to, because for some reason, it allows me to stream, but it will not keep my stuff on there. 1, thank you. See, I knew it was on here. Thank you, Sister Cynthia, because the new post is now popping up on here. So let me refresh this screen. Maybe we get some up to date stuff. 1, a barking dog seldom bites. All right. Sometimes some of these proverbs are just so clear, so simple, that they don't even need a lot of discussion, and those aren't necessarily the fun ones, but still, I think that a lot of times we need to really look at them. So family, what goes on with this particular proverb for me, right? In our lives, we have run into big talkers. We have run into loud talkers. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that you see is that they are really the ones that's taking about our life. They're really the ones that are able to deliver on all the stuff that they're saying. Just like those little dogs, they do all that barking, but as soon as you walk to them, they run off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm trying to bring fear in you, and if I could bring fear in you, then it makes me feel better about attacking you. But if I don't bring that fear up in you in the way that I want, I can't really attack. You know what I'm saying? We could compare this to politicians talking to us. They got this big bark while they with us and shit to get us all hyped up and shit. We get excited with them and shit, and then when it's time for them to deliver, there's no bite. You know what I'm saying? Our agenda, the shit that we need, takes the back seat. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to understand and start being able to watch those with the big bark and no bite. We have to really start categorizing people in our lives, and people in our tribal lives, and people in our community lives, people in our city lives, people in our state lives, people in our national lives, people in the world, on the world stage, that then somehow influence our lives. Oftentimes we got to really look at what they deliver, because the bite is the delivery, right? The bite is the delivery. And if a motherfucker only could bite when somebody is scared, are they really about that life? We got a bunch of people around us that's not really about this life. We got a bunch of people that's in this thing, that we call consciousness, that's not really involved in what we're involved in, but they got the big bark. We all know those super spiritual people that don't do shit. We all know those super gangster people that don't do shit. We know those super militant people that don't do shit. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying, you can see a lot of barking going on social media, right? I try to stay away from the arguments and shit because it's like a lot of times you arguing with people that would never be involved in the first damn place. You're wasting your time. So one of the things that I strive to do is I want to deal with individuals who are showing that they have some bite, showing that they have some soul, right? Because like, for example, what I was telling some of y'all about this whole election piece, because people like, but not Tim, what about the election and blah, 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 we got to win. People tend to gravitate towards someone who's doing a lot of talking before they realize it's just talk. And sometimes by then it's too late. Miss Cynthia Johnson, right? She says also mouth almighty, right? Now, family, I want y'all to understand this. I want y'all to understand this too. As far as our quest as black folks, one of the things we got to understand is that all battles we don't win. What we want to win is the goddamn war. Understand that. So sometimes this means we're going to go into battles where we are not going to win. So we can't just be having all that mouth and shit and not take action. Even if that action means that you might not go win. But what happens is that when you are real about your shit and you're not only putting your voice up there, but you're putting your actions up there, even if there's a defeat, the next time a motherfucker approaches you, they're going to approach you with a certain level of respect. We got to understand this. You know what I'm saying? I learned this when I was young because, like I said, you got individuals, like I said, you got three types of individuals. You got the individuals that like to fight, and that's very rare. They like 5% of the population. Then you got those that like that can fight but really don't like to do it. That's about 10%. Then you got 85% that just want to win. We got to get out of that 85% piece, right? We don't like to fight, but we can fight. And when we get out there, we just as good as in most cases, as the motherfuckers that really like to fight. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, boom, you don't have to win all the time. What you have to do is let a bully know, motherfucker, listen, you're going to take my life. And most of the time you find out that bully is one of those dogs with that loud bark. Because when you start barking back, motherfucker bark at you, boom, boom, I'm barking back. And I'm moving towards you. Brother Kwame said, respect is name of winning game. Right. If there is 5% to 10, if there's 5 to 10% chance that the barking dog actually bites, you take the chance. The rhetorical question that 5 to 10% who just love to fight and bite for the sake of fighting and biting. All right. See, because I'm like, people tend to, all right, towards someone who, okay, cool. And what I'm saying is, when we look from my experience, all I can talk from is from my experience. And then also, you got the 80-20 rule, right? 80% don't do shit, 20% do. So I'm close, 15. I say it's about 85 that don't do shit. It's about 15% that can get out and do it. And it's 5% that really like doing it and get out and do it. I mean, we can see that in our organizations, can we not? You know what I'm saying? We get into the conscious organization and motherfuckers love being conscious, but motherfuckers don't love doing the work of consciousness. 85% of us, you know what I'm saying? 85% love being conscious, but it's only about 15% that's doing the work. And then even out of that 15%, you only got 5 that's really out there busting their ass. The other 10% tags along and keeps up with them and shit. But they, boom, boom, boom. So it's the same piece, almost the 80-20 rule. And all I'm saying is the 85% of motherfuckers all around the world, 85%. They just want to win. And what we got to do is we got to realize that oftentimes family don't require a win to get your point across. All it requires is that you step up. Because if 85% of the people only want to win, if you present a challenge to them, they'll do nothing but bark and run away. Real dogs don't keep barking, they just start biting. My grandma used to say, if he got teeth, he'll bite. I done seen some dogs. You done ran into a lot of dogs that got teeth and ain't doing shit with them but eating Alpo. We know dogs that do shit like that. And we know people that do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Won't bust a great. You know what I'm saying? So, this piece, let's read it again. It says, barking dogs seldom bite. Because, listen. The majority of the dogs that, do a lot of the barking, man, they got to be coaxed and all this, and they got to get the confidence they got you scared before they bite. If you look at them motherfuckers, let them know. Now, pit bulls, let me tell you this. When you fucking with certain type of dogs that really bite motherfuckers, they ain't barking. They biting. I ain't listen. I gave you the glare. You ain't moved. Fuck. I'm barking as I'm coming, grabbing at your ass. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that, right? When we dealing with people, when we dealing with organizations, let's look at the bites. When have you been biting? Are you biting or you just barking? Are you biting or are you barking? You know what I'm saying? I like to see a healthy combination of that shit. You know, I want the bark while I'm, you know what I'm saying? Some dogs, I done seen dogs that as they are on their way biting, they don't get the whole bark out. God damn, motherfucker ain't even give me a warning. Right? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's something, it's a rule of thumb to just keep, you know what I'm saying? I think they call it heretic, something like that. Rule of thumb. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, you can kind of look at that. And you can look at with people and we can see how serious they are about it. Real dogs don't keep barking, they just start biting. My grandma used to say, and if they got teeth, he'll bite. So let's move to the next one. So somebody said, she busy. Well, brother Kwame said, we're going to move right into number 2. As soon as we stop worrying, a solution pops up. What's up, Gina G?
Can I hear you read the story and I just get it and then you can make
I'm not doing the story. The story was on Kuja Chakalia. Today is Ujima. We doing Proverbs. Why you just can't go to bed? It's bedtime. It's real life here, Jamie Journey family. I'm sorry. That's Miss Gina G. She said she just wanted to hear the story, but she got confused. So here we go. Refresh. All right. So we're going to move to number 2. As soon as we start worrying, a solution pops up. Now, many of us, we experience this, right? It's called letting go, let the ancestors, letting go, let God, whatever, however you believe. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to shape or combat anybody's beliefs, but sometimes by us just releasing, you know what I'm saying? Just releasing ourselves from the worry, right? We free up the creative aspects of ourselves, because when we're stressed and we're worried about something, it does not allow that creativity within us to flow. So a lot of times we got to let stuff go. Brother Kwame say, idea must allow the mind the time to work out a remedy for whatever the problem or sickness. We got to give our mind time and give our mind space. This is why focusing on the breath. Like when we start our daily toast, take your breath, breathe. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to relax and just get into feeling our body and get out of our thoughts. Allow everything to work. Because sometimes by us overstressing and overthinking things, we start missing the solutions. We make it too hard. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, actually, that comes from the stressful life that we live in, because many of us have to live. You know what I'm saying? We have to adjust. We have to roll with the punches and shit in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, you know, right after I get out of one solution, I got another solution. I mean, right after I get off one problem, I got another problem. Right after I get another problem, I got another problem. You know what I'm saying? So now I used up some creativity on that first problem. I'm going to use up some creativity on the next problem, and I was able to focus my willpower. But then what a lot of people don't understand is that some of this willpower is limited. You know what I'm saying? It actually taxes you. So like when you're physically or emotionally dealing with something, it's draining energy. So when it starts draining energy, you have less energy to allow the creative process to happen. So what we need to start learning how to do is learning how to automatically relax ourselves, anchor ourselves. Like in certain psychological movements, they talk about anchors. And a prime example of anchors that I always use is when it's a movie called Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Y'all remember Gladiator? In the Gladiator movie, if you watch him from the beginning of the movie all the way to the end of the movie, he always anchored himself before he got into a battle. He would jump down, like in the very first scene, he jumped down off the horse. He dipped his hand into the dirt. He smelt the dirt. And he anchored himself. What we need to start doing is learning how to connect anchors so that we can go and get into that relaxed state, into that automatic state, and allow things to happen without us necessarily have to react, but giving us the time and the space so that we can allow the creative solution to come. The Hydra myth speaks of this. Must cut and burn in place of simply cutting the head off, as there are two that arise in its place if not burnt. Right? So we got to sell it off. So we got to learn how to back up and just relax and allow a solution to come. I quit worrying about purchasing my grandparents' house because of the money, and then the way was open. Thank you for the daily toast helping Regina Drisu and I calling on our ancestors, Archie and Margaret Armstead. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, as far as the daily toast, now, that's an anchor for me, right? Because I'm able to start my day off on doing something, right? That not only connects me to the spirit, but it also connects me to all the other 5 parts of the being. IMESP. Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Make that fit so I can punch life in his face. But I need to give it space, because sometimes I'm trying to make shit happen, right? And my intuition ain't involved. So I can't punch life like that, right? Sometimes my emotions is out of whack. I can't punch life like that, right? Sometimes my body is out of whack and my intuition is messed up. And you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I got to give it time, so that through the breath and through giving time sometimes. Because often what we find is because of the way we came up in America, because we got to understand that part of the whole slave mindset was, first off, you didn't have to think, and if you did have to think, you had to do it quick, or there would be a punishment. There were no mistakes allowed, or there would be a punishment. So there's a lot more stress on us because we're dealing with some ancestral. It's almost like if we got a collective mind, it's almost a collective sickness that's on us Because generation after generation, a wrong decision will mean basically the influence. Generation after generation, a wrong decision meant failure. You know what I'm saying? It didn't mean the same for us as it meant for other cultures. A wrong decision meant death, right? So we associate failure in the sense we're dying. So it puts a lot of stress on us, and it cuts us off, because once we get into that peace with that pressure, and then all of a sudden that fear start rising up, that fear cuts off any creative solution, because it plugs you directly into that flight or fight, that flight or fight. And if there's nothing there for me to fight, you understand what I'm saying? I'm confused, right? And a lot of us, we exist in confusion, and we guess. Wrong decisions mean two other problems had to be resolved instead of the one. Go ahead, Kwame. Kwame, I hope it's clear tonight. I was planning to have it very clear, but my kids done lost my goddamn. Family, I went out. I got me a new mic. Got a mic just for the YouTube, Facebook, and all that. And I can't even use this shit now. Not until I go out and buy something else. I gotta buy something else now, and I had it sitting. Actually, I had it sitting in the car, but that's a long story. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to just, kind of start dealing with that stuff, right? And messing up is, it's part of it, and we have to just learn to relax. But a lot of us get so tense, you know what I'm saying? And we don't understand why, but the reason why is because we have trauma. We have intergenerational trauma that has been passed down to us, right? And a lot of stuff we got to start learning how to deal with and overcome, so that we can start sitting back and making those decisions. Wears brothers and sisters out into over-analyzing problems rather than critical thinking out the resolution. You know what I'm saying? We get focused. You know what I'm saying? And our minds get caught up in a loop. So sometimes it's good just to relax. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we stop worrying, that worry is sparked by fear. Fear is the mind killer. I think that's a movie that said that. Fear is the mind killer. I think it was Doom, right? Fear is the mind killer. Once we start allowing that fear in, we're never going to make the right decision. Never going to make the right decision, right? So we got to go on and keep that in mind as we build, as we start building, right? Last one, since we ain't got no call-ins. Maybe people scared. I don't know. The old man's mouth may be twisted, but not his words. The old man. Now, what is the old man? Like I was working with my young people today. We have to become symbol literate, right? The old man's mouth may be twisted. Oftentimes, by us getting caught up into the appearance of things, we will miss the wisdom or the beauty that's coming from it. We get so caught up in the surface look of something that oftentimes we miss the wisdom that may be coming. An old man's face may be twisted. An old man's mouth may be twisted. And in us getting caught up in how the old man's or the old woman's or that wise person's face looks, or even in some of the words that they're saying, we miss it because we're caught up and physically fixated on them rather than actually listening to the words of wisdom that they may be speaking to us. We miss the wisdom. Oh, he was upset, he was cussing, his mouth was twisted all up, he was very passionate. You know what I'm saying? But we couldn't catch the wisdom because we got caught up on his twisted mouth. We didn't listen to the words. You know what I'm saying? how many times we done walked past a book. I mean, think about this. How many times have you walked past a book and you saw the cover and you saw the title and you was like, I don't read that shit. And then finally, when you get an opportunity to read the book, you be like, God damn, got caught up on the surface. Because once you opened up the book, you got to see what was inside of it. And oftentimes, since we get so caught up in the physical appearance of things, rather than the really taking time to be like, boom, it's deeper than that. See, that's true respect. Being able to look at something deeper than just the surface, right? Respect. To see again. That's what I teach my young people. To see again. Taking time to see again. Listen again. Hear again. Right? Rather than just getting caught up in immediately what you see. You understand? Because sometimes these eyes can be a hindrance to us really accumulating what we need in life to succeed. Because we caught up on appearances. Like wanting to win all the goddamn time. Rather than realize that sometimes to get the ultimate win, we have to lose. Because in losing, we expose our weaknesses. In losing, we have to sit back and relax. Stop worrying. So that we can be creative to come up with solutions to win ultimately. That's my goal. To win ultimately. Right? So family, I ain't going to belay it any longer. We didn't get no call-ins, and that's cool. Family, I still love y'all. I want to thank those that took the time to tune in and check us out on Gianni Journey. You know what I'm saying? I want to remind y'all that we got the mall popping off. Patai Hotep tells us we must listen to the ignorant as well as the scholar. Why? One doesn't know if one is ignorant or a scholar until one has heard what he or she has to say. Word. Thank you for those, Brother Kwame. So, you know, in us building, we do have to give time to everyone. But let me go back. I want to remind everybody that we will be having, think about this, I want y'all to come out. We will be having the G&J Mall popping off on Kaumba, which is the 23rd, which is 2 days away. Because the day the 21st, tomorrow the 22nd, that next day, which we call Kaumba, is the 23rd, because I don't want nobody calling me right before I go to bed talking like, you need to do some push-ups. Because that's how we get down here, right? But on Kaumba, from 12 to 6, we will be up at the Millennium Community School, 3500 Refugee Road. And we're going to have vendors up in the place. Come and support the vendors. Come network with your family. Come check out the African Heritage Diet cooking class that's going to be given by Sister CeeLo. I think somewhere around 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? Before the movie, right? I think it might be another workshop. I haven't got confirmation on it yet. If I need to do something, I will. The young men will be up there, so y'all come meet some of the warriors. Some of the old men will be up there. Y'all come meet some nation builders and some of the elders. Y'all come and support. We also will have the movie at 3 o'clock, and we're going to be watching The First Purge. I know a lot of people like, I don't want to see them. No, listen. This movie was selected for a reason. Come check it out so we can have a discussion.
This call is being recorded.
Who this calling in?
Play soccer.
Man, why you always late? You don't even know what we talking about. I already know. You don't even know what we talking about.
Man, you was talking about the mall on, what day is that called again?
Kaumba, man. Kaumba.
The day after tomorrow.
The day after, that sounds like a movie we might need to watch. The Day After Tomorrow. That corny ass movie. Wasted my money.
Oh, man.
Well, go ahead. You got something you want to share? Because I was just about to close it out.
I know. I felt that energy. I want to make sure you did the checklist.
I got
so
everything.
You told him about the thing that's happening on Kaumba?
Told him about the thing that's happening on Kaumba. Once again, for those that didn't hear, we're doing the mall, the G&J Mall. Come on out, support. We still got room for more vendors, but we got a nice array of things. We gonna have cleaning products. We got jewelry. I think we got oils and incense and candles. We got food. We got did I say jewelry already? I said jewelry. We got clothing. We have a Yanni spa coming up there. Ain't no Yanni cleaning going on, but they still gonna be stuff up there for that, so that you gonna make you some arrangements. Sound like someone is pouring a brew. What's that? I don't know what it is. I'm not. Damn, that's a good idea though, Kwame. You put a thought on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're gonna have a real good time. And the key piece, remember, the importance of a market is the people coming together and exchanging information as well as currency. All right? So even if you don't have money, come up, see some stuff, because you might see some stuff, you be like, boom, I'm going to save up for it next month, because we're going to do this on a monthly basis. Because we're really in the process of trying to create something that's culturally stabilizing. And the market is very culturally stabilizing. Why? Because first off, it allows those businesses within that community, within that tribe, and within those groups of tribes to be able to come together in a safe place and trade. It allows them to trade amongst each other and allow them to trade amongst the common folk. You know what I'm saying? And it creates that blood flow where we got information and where we're rubbing shoulders and we're able to talk, and you know there could be discussions about health, there could be discussions about history, there could be discussions about movies, there could be discussions about raising children, there could be discussions about a whole bunch of different things all going on in this place, as well as news being passed around the community. You know what I'm saying? About principles that's popping off, about other events that's popping off, about future events that's popping off. And we need a place like this so that we can come together and commune as a group. Family, you do not know how important this is. Do we have a Wait, what's the probability table, Kwame? And I'm going to let him go and answer that. But go ahead, Shaka.
You know, I was thinking about that earlier, what you were talking about in terms of the cultural appropriateness of our product and service base and things like that. Now listen, and I get it, because a lot of times we be trying to get folk involved with the deeper aspects. Like you got, you do the June and stuff like that. You got to educate folks. But then like it be some folk that show up with like a confections table, and you can't say no to sweets.
Hell no, I'm not saying no to no sweets. Shit.
You can't say no to sweets, you know what I mean, at the brownie table and stuff like that, even though... So I was thinking about this. Now, Tim, you heard of zucchini bread, right?
Right.
I've had some wonderful zucchini bread in my time. I would love to be able to go to one of these types of functions and get some zucchini bread. But you know what else I done came up on, and I don't know if this is a new thing for you, or if this is something that I'm just brand new to. But have you ever had beet cake?
Beet cake?
Yes.
No, but I can imagine, because remember I had to stop making the beet ambrosia because beets are sweeter than, they have so much, a majority of the sugar that a lot of people eat, they don't even know come from beets. Look at the
exactly, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I had some beet cake, and the night that I had it, people was hard pressed trying to get me to believe that whole cake was made out of beets.
Man, I don't doubt it. I love beets, man. I love me some beets. I wish that was my lane, but I know it's not. But having zucchini bread and beet cake and what's the other one? They put the carrots and the nuts in it. Carrot cake. You know what I mean? Those things I
they get a pass because they got vegetables in it a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, peanut brittle get a pass. I mean, it's like the fact of the market is because I don't want people just thinking shea butter and jewelry and shit. This is a market. Family, if you got old shit in your house that you think somebody else might want to purchase, by all means, come get a table, right? If you got zucchini bread or you make beet bread or, hell, check this out. My grandmother used to make this stuff called 7-Up cake. And I just seen a 7-Up cake.
I know what 7-Up cake is.
Man, listen. My grandmother used to make 7-Up cake. And I don't want to buy that shit from the store. It just don't feel right to me. I won't,
They sell it right next to Louisiana Crunch Cake.
Man, I don't want it sold right now. I want to buy it from somebody that I can look at and be like, damn, you made this in your kid. Give me that. Give me some of that. Sister in the Fire will have zucchini bread. And it's famous. And brownies and pound cake that make you slap fire out someone. We got, she said, we got you, Brother Shaka. So they bring, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, do y'all know, Sister Cynthia, do y'all know about this beet bread that he talking about? This beet cake?
Beet cake, yo.
Because I'm sitting up here like, nah, he got me. Nah, I'm going to have to go try to find some of this shit.
Hey, beet cake will make you be like, velvet cake who? Really? I mean, it's so much like it's rich. Don't get me wrong. It's rich, like almost brownie rich, but.
Ooh. So, Sister Cynthia says she got the 7-Up cake for us next month. Brother Kwame just lost a couple of points because he said 7-Up cake was a family staple and he never liked it. Shame on you. Just shame on you, Brother Kwame. I'm going to pray for you. Sister Regina say, y'all ain't ready. We gonna see. No, but I investigate because I'm thinking about doing some vegan desserts. Because I'm sitting up here like, yo, because a lot of people be slipping on them beats, man. I'm telling you, listen, I literally had to stop making beet ambrosia because it was too volatile. And the only reason, like, that would be like grape. Let me tell you this. Beet will blow up before grape. I want you to understand that's how much sugar beets got in them. Oh, Brother Kwame say sweet potato pie. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what I want people to understand is...
Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. What I want people to understand is that there's room for all that. We're going to have our young people up there. They're going to be manning the garden table. So they're going to have the fresh... I'm talking about fresh greens where after they sell out, those that remember during Kwanzaa, when Cleve sold out, Cleve grabbed a pair of scissors and went straight to because we grew it inside, went straight to the tree and started cutting it. Oh, you know
hey, you know what? You just reminded me, man. Whoever said sweet potato, y'all just reminded me. There's a sister in Columbus named Sister Patricia. And Sister Patricia make bean pies for diabetics. And I forget what kind. Y'all, hello? You with me?
I'm listening. I had to catch my breath. Bean pie.
Bean pies for diabetics. There's some special sugar that they use in it that don't make your level spike. And I forget if they was $8 or $10. Anyway, I would wait until she used to make them for Necessary's mom. And I used to wait until Umi put her orders in, and I put my orders in with her and get like 2 or 3 of them at a time. I'm telling you what. Bean pies, sweet potato pies, zucchini bread, beet cake, 7-Up cake. Man, I think that's... Okay, I need to quit.
Sweet. That's too much sweet. She said,
I need to quit.
She said, Sister Cynthia said, does anyone like baked rice pudding? Not the runny-ish West Asian eat. She said baked rice pudding. I haven't had rice pudding in a while. But if you bring some,
I haven't either.
If you bring some, I'm gonna try it.
But you know, I I don't know if you remember Hot Tim. I used to make the bread pudding with the pineapples and
I remember that.
Yeah.
She said,
Yes, sir.
perhaps the youth would like to produce some veggies at 225 Medina once we are ready to start farming. Well, I mean, ain't nothing but talk to them, because you know what I'm saying. Because part of the program is that we gonna have to learn how to start producing staples, and there's nothing more staple than food. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we get involved in businesses that don't provide staples. Food, clothing, and shelter are some of the basic things that we need to get some of our young people working on. So we can start food, clothing, and putting shelter and fixing some of these shelters out here. You know what I'm saying? Because like shit, I mean, Shaka came over to my house one day. Wasn't it you that fixed my porch? I mean, even though I had no money, my sons were so damn bad, man. Listen, they got in a fight on the porch, and one of them threw another one through the column on the damn porch.
That's holding the roof of the porch up.
The whole roof was about to fall off the goddamn porch. I'm sitting up here like, you dumb. Oh my God. Find some place to stay for a couple of days. I don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Shaka took a couple of nails and some screws and fixed it up. And we need those type of skills. And those are a lot of skills that we start overlooking because we wanted to, we thought those things was holding us back in life. I mean, because I used to, I believed that when I was coming through high school and stuff like that. I looked down on that type of shit because that's what everybody was telling me, especially in the education system. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, you're so smart. You're so smart. You need to go to college, right? And I went to college, and the whole time I was in college, my little cousin got him a trade and was doing $50 an hour. And then when I finally got my job, when I graduated from college, we was talking. He said, "What's up, cuz?" I said, "I'm cool." I said, "Man, I finally got my job out of college." He said, "How much you making?" And I said it because I'm too embarrassed right now. "How much you making, cuz?" I said, he said, "Stop playing." I said, "What the fuck you mean? Stop playing. You went to college all that time?" I said, "Well, how much you make?" He said, "Dude, I'm doing $50 an hour." This was in 98. I said, "God damn, $50 an hour. God damn." But I should have known something because we played, I don't know if y'all remember the game of life. I played with him on the game of life. And I took the college road on the game of life. He took the other road. And he still beat me. I'm like, God damn, I played the game of life.
Hey, but you know what?
Sister Cynthia say, well, we definitely need help with all of that from the community. Plumbing is our next phase. We need water for the farming piece. Any plumbers in the family? We're doing a complete rehab.
Y'all just see. That's the other thing too. Is that when I come down, I mean, sometimes I bring music instruments. I bring whatever's necessary for the trip. I need to bring my if I gotta be bookman off of
See, you telling your age. Hopefully everybody on here is old enough to know about bookman. Anybody out there know, if you know about bookman, throw some thumbs up. You know what I'm saying?
If I gotta put my bookman belt on, I'm there. I'm there. You know?
You know how to use it.
And I don't mind it neither. See, when people call me with my tool belt, I know that it's gonna be a good day. You know what I mean? Because I get to show what I do. You know what I mean? I get to put my, I put my respect on it.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Yeah.
Miss Sister Cynthia say any and everything and anything anyone wants to contribute. Because they rehabbing their family, you know what I'm saying? See, and this type of stuff is the type of stuff that I want the market for, so that we gonna talk about this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we got to get the people to come out. So like and share, post up the things, because like I said, we want to do this once a month. So who knows where we'll be in 3 months? Because what happens when you get about 150 to 300 of black folks to come together? Maybe we could build, because the whole idea behind this Kwanzaa book was to build a thing where you could open it up, have a plumber open it up, boom, 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 and sometimes when we don't have money, if they are in our community, we can do some bartering. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, know, she named about 3 different meals that she could lay somebody out with. My one of my elders told me, my elder Preston Harrison, senior, he told me, he's senior. I don't know if it's a third. If there's a third, would you still be a senior, or would you be the Preston Harrison the first? Because you're no longer a senior when there's a third. So I think Preston Harrison the first told me that back in the day when they was younger, they would get together on weekends and do like barn raisins. But instead of raising barns, they would take their skills and they would help a friend add to his porch, or in some cases even build a house. You know, he said, right. In between the bricks, we used to stack all the beers after we got done, because the person who you was helping was to provide the food and to bring the beer, and y'all would just, y'all would make it sort of. Ain't that what the Amish people do? Is that what they do? They drink beer? Yeah. Yeah, that's all the Amish. I mean, I'm saying, like, man, you ever seen the movie Witness? The Amish don't drink beer, do they? I ain't talking about beer. I'm talking about, like, on weekends for fun, they build houses. Right. I mean, and I imagine if you had those skills, or even when you learning it, because y'all, I mean, it's like, that's some real community build. I mean, now when you building something, that's truly nation building. You understand what I'm saying? You're right. And that's the thing, is that, like, man, I don't understand all of what goes into disrupting that mind state. Like, when we invest, like, you understand that here I am in my first investment, talking about all the people I want to move into this, into functionality. Right. And the piece is that we get that one thing done, it ain't never a dull moment. It ain't, we can sit and have some peace time where we woosah or whatnot. But when that first site is done, it's time for us to move to the next city and get the next site done and grow our tribe, expand our tribe, expand the functionality of the real estate that we own collectively. You know what I mean? Right. So, hey, if I live long enough, I want to have one. I think it's going to be some major changes coming very soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Because part of the issue that we have is, I mean, a lot of us don't have no money. None. You know what? You're right. That part is changing right now. Right now, we got some stuff to talk about. Man, I mean, that stuff is changing. Oh man, I mean, and because the whole wealth gap thing is, and the calcification of wealth is a real thing for many of us. So many of us. Hold on 1 second. Many of us thought that, or may think that we're living a middle class lifestyle, but wealth wise we're not. Salary wise we are. Wealth wise, nah. I could just be speaking for me, because for all I know, there might be a bunch of ballers just listening to me right now. But it's some. I mean, you know what the thing? Yo, I know that. I don't know if they're listening in right now, but I ask myself that question a lot. Like, because especially where I live at Hatem, I know people with long money. Old money. Cleveland Heights is where all the old money in Cleveland is at. All right. And so the piece is that when I go out and I talk to these old motherfuckers,
when I talk to them, I know that they got, but getting them to believe in what it is that I'm raising is something else. Getting them, this one dude, every week, he's an old NFL player. Like, played with, during Joe Namath's time, all right? This old dude, he sits in one of his establishments all throughout the week, and all he got is those cars from the 50s, and they in mint condition. Like, he probably got about 12 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dude that manages the spot, he's like, yeah, man, I sit down with Joe maybe 5 hours out the day. He's like, anytime we see you guys go up the street, he always makes mention because he loves your son. You know what I mean? I'm like, So now I'm thinking about this shit, like, all right, what's that, you know, when you say you love my son, you understand what I'm saying? Then where are we at in our community where we can put our money where our mouth is, where we can invest in that in which we say we love. You know what I mean?
Brother
And,
Kwame
you know,
said
my
heights. Brother Kwame said
Mhm.
height signifies they live above everyone else.
You're right, and that's that entitlement, and that's what makes me very weary about the space that I'm in, is because I know that that's the case, and I know that that's where my disconnect with those folks is that you know, when you standing on that high and mighty plane, it's very hard to fake the funk. Like, that's not what you think. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of people don't like getting into the deeper conversations with me, because it's only a matter of time before we revealing your position in the whole
Right, but
you know what I mean?
But one of the things you also might need to recognize, and that, you know what I'm saying, because they might not have as much bread as you think, but I could be wrong. I'm just saying, because like I said, when we look at the numbers, well, actually, I take that back, because the boomers have a majority of the wealth, and according to what you're saying, the dude you're talking about is a boomer. The boomer, and a lot of them dying with it. But listen, I ain't gonna hold up, because we've been on here 1 hour and 14 minutes, and I don't want to belabor the point. I gotta find this damn cord, because I went out and bought this damn mic, and I can't use it because my kids, my children. It's Real Life here, Gianni Journey. I was ready for the show. I had everything typed in, was ready at 9 o'clock, and I took out my new mic, tried to plug it in, and said, where is my goddamn cord to my phone? Brother Kwame said, my boy was a principal at their high school, and they ran him off quick, fast, in a hurry after seeing him through the rebuilding of a new high school. They probably was mad because they ain't had no more money after they built that goddamn high school. I'm just saying. All right, this is Brother Hot Tim. You know what I'm saying, family? Remember Black first. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep on building. I will see you in the morning for the Daily Toast. Lift up the ancestors. Shouts out to Sister Cynthia, because I see you doing the work. Sister Cynthia and her sister, who were able, I think it's Miss Regina, were able to go and purchase their grandparents' home, and now they're converting it. I gotta come see it because they say they got land to farm, and we definitely need to get a community farm, because like I said, this little backyard I got right here is not enough. I'm trying to talk my mom into it, because because I was looking at my mom's little piece of land. I said, would you let us get some beehives on your? Hell no. I said, okay, I'll check with you in a couple of months. Because hell no means maybe. Because I know my mom. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? If she ain't hit me, I got a chance. So, because I want to build the beehive somewhere where I'm going to be, where I know she's going to, where I know it's going to be there. I'm not going to be here, so I don't want to put no beehive here. And I don't want to have to move the damn beehive with me. Because if I thought moving a cat and a dog was hard, I want you to imagine trying to move a bunch of goddamn bees. Oh yeah, we want some beekeepers. Well, I not only do, but we gonna have to learn how to be beekeepers, because now honeys can be a staple. We also had this June as ambrosia, that's staples. I mean, we just have to find something that we can create year round. These guards, the way we doing them, if we can make them.
Man, listen. You know, I'm always like thinking a little bit bigger than my pockets can handle. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm just putting this out in the universe right now. I came across a little storefront church with a huge 2-bedroom setup at the top, and it's gonna have to be laid out from the electric plumbing and all of that. But the piece is that, man, right now for $3,700 and a $4,000 tax lien, that can be the eatery. That could be the place where we cultivate the June. That could be where, you know what I mean?
Right.
All kinds of stuff. But like I say, I'm always, so this is one of those things where I'm like, I'm putting it out in the universe just because if the resources happen, it ain't as substantial as the other spot, but it's a start. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
So, family, I want to say peace. I want to remind you that you are now in the congregation of Mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Giami Journey Media. And of course, you know this is Art of Some Production, and this has been another Tribal Quotes, Day 61. But we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I will see you on Kaumba from 12 to 6 up at 3500 Refugee Road. The marketplace is open. The mall is open. Come on out and let's communicate and let's share and let's trade. Peace. I'm out.
From the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Say, the truth is what I'm about to bring. Listen to the message I sing. I won't shine like diamond ring for you. The truth is what I'm about to bring. Listen to the message I sing. I want to shine like diamond ring for you. I want to thank God for the gift that He granted to me, to break down things so you can see the truth, the light, with all my soul. From funk, jazz, and rock and roll, I say we can and rule what's overdue. A revolution you and I may come true. We all born sinner and we won't break free until we overcome hypocrisy. So stop one finger, reach to the sky, listen to the message, hold your head high, say na 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 na. Hey. We need to stop speculating and move into action. The war isn't waiting, it's just getting disastrous. Time to change the way we think, what we say, what we do, strategize, find the tools to build and execute. We are the ones that's chosen. The enemy is closing. They got the masses hypnotized. It's time for us to open their eyes. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when gliding. Even when you reflect divine, divine. Word from the wise, never catch pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine, say word from the wise, never catch pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine, yeah, word from the wise, never catch pearls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine, yeah.
Stop! Yo! Something tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Ha! Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the dooms. If it is to be, it's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. And your better is your best. Black people. You were once great. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Go forward. Up.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
Too strong?
Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
Born to be great.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gianni's journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gianni's journey, and let's build together.
no fear. Ready, set, go, let go, retro. Remember, we were prone to flip the script in a relationship so quick with talking. Supersonic, we're just merely platonic. It's ironic, we were just kicking around the ideas of having a whole life to live without being tied down. Well, you're living with me now. You're 3 months pregnant, according to Doc and ultrasound. The baby's healthy. Too bad the relationship's malnourished. If we started right, I suppose we would have flourished. And we can if we build a base and proceed with courage. I'd love to say I love you. I believe I do and must. But if there were no baby, then would there be and us collect the data? Mind over matter, love over lust. Woo! Na 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 na. My dear, I am here. You were here. Together we have no fear. Right? Na 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 na. My dear, I am here and you were here. Together we have no fear. Right?
Welcome to Giami Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and we'd like to thank you for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe and check out our podcast, Giami Journey, Folk Tales for Grown Folks, on Mile 3. Give yourself permission, Giami Warrior Training, Magic Hour, Society Truth, and Tribal Quotes. Also, check out our playlists. We built them with wisdom, mining, and you in mind. So get the wisdom and welcome to this journey. And most importantly, remember to subscribe and support. Subscribe and support. And I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. Peace. Welcome to Giami Journey. Man, oh man, we are live and family. I am glad to be here. Y'all see we are building up our stuff. We're building up. We need to make sure that the crew is on board. Anime. Are you in the house? Simba, you here? Simba, you here? Is my crowd here? Is the crowd here? Oh, yeah. I'm glad y'all got over that. I told y'all can't catch coronavirus. Y'all spirits. You can't catch. Spirits don't catch corona. All right, Explosion, you ready? Oh, Explosion is ready. Oh, man. Thunder. Anime, you ready for your other job? I know you don't like me calling you. You know, you say that's racial profiling or animal profiling. Okay, all right. Siren, just in case we need to erase some foolishness. The siren is ready. Yeah. Bell, you ready? Just in case I get into my class mode. Yep, I don't ring you a lot, but you ready? All right, and fuckery siren, are you ready? Just in case we are hit by a storm of fuckery. Oh man, the fuckery alert is alive and well. Family, I want to welcome you to Giami Journey Media. This is the place of the. Welcome to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle build muscle. This is. Of course, you know I'm your host. This is Folk Tales for Grown Folks. Right now, this is a Heart of December production where we strive. Oh yeah, I'm glad Gina got her energy, because tomorrow Gina's gonna have to go on and do we're gonna do an audio book. So Gina's gonna be getting prepared for that. And she didn't know, but you know, it's real life here at Giami Journey. It don't matter whether you know or not. You just have to be ready and be prepared to show and prove. That's it. All right, that's real life at Giami. That's the real life cam I wanted to introduce you to. So, go on. All right, cool. All right, so now the real life camera is off. So, family, it's time for us to get started on our journey of tribal quotes. Excuse my camera if it's kind of crooked or I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't here all day, and Cleve was gaming, and I don't know what happened. I came back, my camera thing looked like it was just somebody had been abusing it. I don't know whether to blame Cleve or the girls. I don't know what's going on, but it is what it is, and we're gonna make it happen here on Giammi Journey because that's what we do on a daily basis.
I can say what happened to that.
What happened to it?
Cleve was playing a game with your computer, right? He got up because Mama caught him, and that fell down, so I have to put it up.
Oh, okay. The mosh is giving up the fatness on Cleveland, almost breaking my little pieces of equipment. I only got a little bit, and once again, Fed Up. I wanted to say FedEx, but Fed Up said they couldn't deliver my stuff because of coronavirus, and I understand that. But the issue that I have, let me just share the issue I have. So I told y'all the other day, I was standing outside of my adventure, right? And I look over to the next block because there's some woods, and I could see over onto the next street. The street runs right into a dead end, and right through the dead end, it leads right to the building. Guess what type of truck I seen pulling up and turning around? You right, a Fed Up truck. Fed Up, right? So then, today on the way to work, on the same block that they say they can't come because of coronavirus, and I just seen them last week, guess who was chilling at the very same gas station that I often frequent? Right down the street from my place of employment. Yep, the Fed Up truck. Sitting right there. I mean, I couldn't make this shit up. I wish that could just sit here and make this stuff. I can't make this shit up. I can't do it. It wouldn't be right. I would be wrong. I would be evil if I tried to make this stuff up. But I'm telling you the truth. So I'm sitting up here like, yo, these dudes, they got some selective spots that they dropping stuff off on. Sitting up here like, good God Almighty, what's going on? What's going on? But hey, family, you ain't here for that. You not here for Brother Hatim's woes. You here because you want to participate in the process of self-mastery, right? You want to come and you want to say, hey, brother, what we going to do with these proverbs? So now, if you go, well, I'll start sharing more stuff with y'all, but the Giammi Journey has put together a process through which you could use these proverbs to help discover more about you. So we came out with a book available on PDF or as a digital flip book. Giammi Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes by Hatim Giammi. It's not quite ready for a digital. It's not on digital yet, but I'm working on it, right? But you know what I'm saying? And in here, it describes the process of using these proverbs and these quotes to move you closer to being who you was put here to be. Now, part of the issue is that we've been receiving stories, and we've been receiving quotes, and we've been receiving proverbs. And I ain't talking about the Bible. I'm talking about wise words that have not been working for us. So the challenge for us is to go on and learn how to start retelling the stories so that we can reshape our stories and to start using the truths and the wisdoms in the proper way that they need to be used. That is the goal. Because family, as I say all the time, our ancestors have left us everything that we need to move us to the next level. Our ancestors have left us every example of being able to get your freedom. All we have to do is be bold enough to take the steps and move forward. Now, as you see, obviously, we've been getting some more subscribers and Maybe some people been donating. That wasn't on there I don't remember that being there this morning. You know what I'm saying? The little glass, you see the glass? You know what I'm saying? That happens when people subscribe and like and donate. So I want to thank y'all for the support. But hey, can we fill up the glass? You know, that would be marvelous, right? And family, we are going to be rolling out a subscription, right? Yeah, you can subscribe on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, or like, share, comment. You can subscribe on YouTube and all that, but we're coming up with our own subscription method. And those people that subscribe, not only, of course, you're going to be able to come and check us out on Giami Journey, but you're going to get some free content because we're going to have some private content specifically for you, right? And then also, you're going to have access to our digital library. Now, y'all know Brother Hatem has been producing content for years. So now, not only will you have access to my stuff, but you're going to have access to the new young people stuff that is going to be coming out. You're going to have access to the Giami Journey full library as we are developing it. And then also, when we restart the newsletter, guess who's going to get it? You know what I'm saying? And the subscriptions are like $10 a month, right? You know what I'm saying? And then of course you get you get when we have events. Of course you could come. You know, I ain't gonna guarantee all of them gonna be free because we still gotta do a lot of fundraising because it's not super expensive to go camping, but it still costs some money. So we're gonna be able to take some of the money and be able to reduce the cost for everybody. We are going to be able to take some of this money and send some of our young people to Simba. And also, one of the things that I really want to do is we have a story called the Trials of G. I want to bring that to life in a book with a skilled artist. I want to be able to give a skilled artist some real money. Of course I could do it cheaply. I tried doing it cheaply. But nobody respects your stuff more than you. So why would I expect somebody working cheaply to bring something fantastic that is fantastic to me to life? So I want to find an artist that has the skill to bring G to life. I had a light on. To bring G to life. You understand? I think we deserve it, right? And then also, what's wrong with doing some animation? I want y'all to think about that, right? Animating the story of G. I mean, those of you that don't know anything about G, it's like, so what, right? But those of you that have been involved with Giami Journey over the last 15 to 20 years, y'all know the importance of illustrating that story and the importance of bringing that story to life. And then also, we got other books and stuff like that. Why? You know, we a media company. We're a media tribe, right? Why not bring 7 Sticks to life? You know what I'm saying? This one already got pictures and stuff in it, but why not animate it? Right? Come on now. I mean, and then on top of that, all the other stories that's been created for Giami Journey. Shit, we got a whole pantheon. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole collection, several books that we could do and bring to life. And those people that will be subscribing will help us achieve that and also have access to all that stuff, to be able to stream it and to be able to pull down the PDFs. You know what I'm saying? I'm making everything available to them. You know what I'm saying, when it comes through. And the only things that you won't have access to in our library are things that we work on for other people. Now, we can get a discount for you. You know what I'm saying? Because like when Dr. Mariba Kelsey or the Baba brings out his book, we won't be able to do that. But I'm quite sure that with Baba, I can arrange for there to be some type of discount. You know what I'm saying? And when some of the other people that I'm trying, because, you know, people you get people that'll come and they'll talk and then, You be like, yo, it's time to work, and it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool, because I'll keep producing. I'm going to keep on producing. I'm going to keep on doing the shows when I'm supposed to do the shows. The only ones I really take breaks on are the evening shows, and I think y'all could cut me some slack on those, because I'm always doing that daily toast. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. But we have a lot of stuff that we are going to strive to bring to you. And those of you that are in Giami Journey, you will be able to benefit from it as well. Man, oh man. And I'm so glad to be here with you at this point in time in history, right? I mean, because family, we are in a time that is unprecedented. I mean, I just want y'all to understand that. I mean, we are in an incredible time, right? I mean, think about this, family. A lot of y'all we've been at home going on a month. Some of y'all getting to know your children like other generations of our people have never been able to get to know their children. You know, some of us still are what would be considered essential workers, right? But, you know, I get to spend a lot of time with my children. I get to see them in the woods, and, you know, I'm not surprised when somebody come and tell me some shit about my kids. Some of y'all be like, not my baby. Ever since kindergarten, they've been on the honor roll and never been in trouble. You know? Teacher be like, hey, your baby been cussing in class, for real? What she say? She write letters with cuss words. Did she spell it right? Can't shock me. You know what I'm saying? I done see my babies out in the woods. I done turned them loose. Like, oh my God, oh man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm there. Right? So, let's get to the Proverbs, and then we can talk a little news, and then also, for those that want to participate on the date. Now, let me be very clear. The black signal. I sent out the black signal. The black signal will be going in the way we know it will be going the way of the dodo bird. I am going to tell everybody to like on the page or whatever media whatever you're watching us through. You know, like it. Subscribe. If it's a bell, click the bell, click the notifications so that you know when I come on. Or you could join our Discord. You know, because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the Discord. And we're going to, I'll post up the link. Don't get frustrated. Just sign up. Brother Hatim, of course, is going to do a video showing you how to do the Discord, so that you don't have to struggle, you don't have to get frustrated, you don't have to get lost, you don't have to throw your computer out the window, you don't have to throw your cell phone. But when you log on to Discord, right, and you open you an account, I'm going to put you in a place in Giami Journey that whenever Giami Journey is going live, you gonna know. It'll ding you. It'll let you know. And even if you're not nowhere, you'll be able to respond to other people's texts or other people's responses on my timeline from Discord. You might not even be able to watch. And you'd be like, cool, the game on. I ain't going to watch it. I'll catch them later. But then you could be, you know, you'll get the ding to know, oh, okay, such and such said what? Oh, and you could start commenting and not even see the video. Right? And then as we start growing, eventually what we'll do is we'll have the online session. And then as we grow, we'll start having the offline real discussion. Family, we not playing here at Giami Journey. We not playing here. And for my Coochie Chaglia babies, I'm going to deck out the room. And we're going to have prizes. Now, I'm not doing prizes right now. I got to go on and master how to do the prizes, right? But I am going to go to Streamlabs. I am going to do my study. And I am going to be having contest soon that you can win. Now, we were able to do it on the text message, but I'm not going to be doing the text message piece too much longer. You know what I mean? It did work. You know what I'm saying? But unless I'm able to show, return on investment, like I said, we're gonna have to let the text message go. I'm holding on to it right now because some of our family in the ADOS, our ADOS fam, we ADOS, but ADOS members on it said, well, let us give it a try and see what we could do with it. But I want to make sure that in some form or fashion it is serving us because it's a powerful tool. It just needs the right person. And like I said, with me trying to focus on this and focus on the media and focusing on producing content every day, I need somebody that's going to take that and run with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to get people around me to understand. I'm in many ways I'm blessed, nowhere near rich, right? But I'm blessed in a way to where I'm able to get some of these tools because like I get them early before they get too expensive, and I'm grandfathered in on a lot of things, and if I'm interested in something, I'm able to go on and get it. And what I need the people around me to understand is, well, damn, if he's doing the streaming and he's doing the texting and he's doing the newsletter and then he's leading the sessions and then when he's leading the conference calls and he got the conference, you know what I'm saying? What I need people to start realizing is, damn, you got all this shit going on. Listen, I'm gonna master this. I mean, I don't know if anybody ever look at this Uber conference, but this Uber conference is bad as hell. Right now, as soon as somebody come in, it'll let you in, and it said this conversation is being recorded. Right? Not only does it record, but it transcribes the whole conversation, and it lets you know when different people are speaking. So it might not know your name, but if your name is on the thing or your number is on there, it'll mark the number that the voice is coming from. Now, I might not be perfect as transcribing, but these are the type of tools that are available for us for the coming battle. The battle is on the internet right now, grabbing the minds of our people, and we have to be prepared. So I'm looking at the technologies, and I'm like, yo, how? You know what I'm saying? How do I use this? And I know some of y'all out there, as soon as they cut off the power, well, until they cut off the power, we need to use this so that we can reach as many people as we possibly can, so that when we have to return back to standing on a soapbox or a milk carton, right? People will have some idea of what you're talking about and why you're there, because you have established something, But anyway, let's get to the quotes of the day. Some of y'all falling off like, there you go, yeah. Brother Anthony, there you go. All right. Proverb number 1. The divine loves humanity and has filled it with its sight, so that humanity might see how to be joined with the divine, said the knowledge holders, and to conquer all enemies. The sacred laws have been formulated for salvation and for the support of humanity, say the knowledge holders. Now, usually that's one that has like 3 proverbs in it. But we're going to expand our minds today, and we're going to chop it up as much as we possibly can in these quarantine times, since nobody could go out, supposedly. I know some of y'all creeping. So I creep, yeah, just keep it on the down low. 'Cause everybody's on quarantine all around. So I creep. Or some of y'all creeping got cut. I got cut. Yeah, it's quarantine all around. So everybody's sitting at home. I understand. Life is hard. Proverb number 2. The dead are not resurrected without embrace, said the knowledge holders, which is the sharing principle. That's proverb number 2. Proverb number 3. Freedom comes by alignment with the first source. For by that light, human beings see best how to choose, said the knowledge holder. Once again, freedom comes by alignment with the first source. For by that light, human beings see best how to choose, said the knowledge holders. Now let me make sure. I know I got something on here for the black line. So let me make sure that y'all got the number for the black line. I said I was going to go in and shorten this stuff, but I never did. I'm going to go in and shorten it. So those that are interested and want to join the conversation live, want to share your wisdom with the people out there, want to, share your insight, or you have questions about any of these, by all means call in and let's have a discussion. Because really wisdom mining is not a solo thing. It's a lot to haul around these crystals of wisdom that our ancestors left us. You need help sometime digging that up and bringing it out into the world. All right, so somebody out there in the chat, if you would, put a number between 1 and 3, 1, 2, or 3. Type in a number, and I'll wait. I ain't gonna wait forever, though. I ain't gonna wait forever. So let's go and put up a wait and see. Now I'm waiting right now. I'm waiting. 1, 2, or 3. Put the number in. Or call in and pick a number. 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Somebody dropped off. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Family. All right. Let's. Gina. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Pick a number between 1 and 3. Either 1, 2, or 3. Pick one of those numbers. 2? All right, Gina picked 2. We're going to give Gina a round of applause. But Miss Cynthia said 3. So, all right, thank you, Gina. I'm going to go with 3 because Miss Cynthia, she's listening in. And she, she's one of those Ujima babies. We got a room for you in the Discord. You get in there first. You can go and set it off. Take control of that room. I'm just letting you know. All right, number 3. Freedom comes by alignment with the first source. For by that light, human beings see best how to choose, said the knowledge holders. Family, get your fingers ready, because y'all need to start quoting on this one, because one of the major that always pop up in our discussions is this idea of freedom. And what our ancestors, by way of Erskine Peters, in his book, African Openness is the Tree of Life, which we use, which when I posted it up on Amazon at first, it was like $10, $12, $15, right? This one was $18. Now, they're going for $150 a piece. Shut up. Nah, we're going to do 3. We on 3 right now. But I want y'all to think about this. A major issue that we talk about is freedom. Freedom. But hold on. I need to fix something real quick before we go any further. I need to fix it. I want to fix it. I need for some of these for some of the stuff to stay up just a little bit longer. So I need to go in and I need to fix that. But Miss Gina say thank you, and I say thank you for Gina for considering. But you know, you said 3, so I'm gonna go with that. I mean, I was moving. I got impatient. I was like, I'm about to look crazy out here. Ain't nobody gonna respond. But I want to thank everybody because the views have been going through the roof, and the amount of people our reach is getting outrageous. All right, font size, chat delay, hide message after. All right, we're going to increase it so that it stay up a little bit longer. We want the messages to stay up just a little bit longer so that it'll catch my attention. Leave it up there about that long. Boom. There we go. All right, and I'll shorten it as time permits. All right, so let me get this off because this is burning up. All right, so going back, freedom comes by alignment with the first source, for by that light human beings see best how to choose. Freedom. Now, let's clarify some stuff. Erskine Peters used words like first source. There's some other terms that he used. Divine head. Right? He used those type of terms. He don't use creator and stuff like that. He used the divine source or the first source. Right? Because we got to really, when we get into the culture, we really start seeing that some of the terms that we've been using to describe the divine aren't really even good descriptions of the divine. Matter of fact, divine might not be a good description of divine, right? But hey, who knows? But so terms like first source, divine head, right? It's talking about that higher power. And what Erskine Peters is trying to point us to, what the ancestors was trying to point us to, is that freedom, right? The concept of freedom comes at when we understand one critical thing. Freedom comes in many cases by choice. And I know some of y'all gonna disagree with that. Because, Brother Hatim, I could take your freedom right now. I just put a gun to your head, right? But in every situation, no matter how uncomfortable it may be, we all have choice. Now, some of us surrender the choice and then go and say, well, I didn't have a choice. But in all situations, we have a choice, right? In all situations. And the ultimate choice in many cases is life or death. And some of us be like, well, I would rather be alive and live with this rather than be dead and not deal with it at all. But as uncomfortable and as compromising and as dangerous as some of the choices that we have to pick sometime, you know what I'm saying, that we have the things that we got to choose between, there's still a choice there. And in between those choices, right, lies the freedom, because I could decide on which direction I'm going to go. So, Homeboy says, freedom comes by alignment with the first source. Now, one of the reasons I like the term first source, because when it looks at the creator, right, it's saying first source. So this is the source that was there before all other sources. So when you plug into the first source, you become a sorcerer. I like that shit. right? Become a sorcerer. Become a wielder of magic. Freedom comes by the alignment with the first source. How do I align myself with the first source? Right? That's one of the questions that need to pop up in your head. If you don't have a clue, how do I align myself with the first source and become that sorcerer? Because the energy that you're throwing out into the world comes from the first source. Freedom comes by alignment with the first source. So by me putting myself in line with the first source, knowing what the first source is, seeking out that first source, and aligning myself with this first source. Not aligning yourself with the world, not aligning yourself with comfort, not aligning yourself with your friends, but aligning yourself with the first source. So now, how do we know what the first source is? Our ancestors left us other clues. How do we know? How can we recognize the first source? Our ancestors left us the concept of Ma'at. Truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony. The first source is in all of that. Is it truth? I'm standing on truth. Is it just? Right? But now I need to be very clear. Because those of you that was watching my show earlier today, I talked about Ma'at. But I wanted to make sure that our people understand that when we are applying Ma'at, we first must apply Ma'at at home, right? Because it becomes dangerous when I become a principled person and I'm dealing in a world of predators. Because what predators do is they look for opportunities. I'm not going to call them weaknesses, but they look for opportunities. Somebody that stand on truth at all times become a victim when you walk into the wolves' den, like court. You stand on truth, but you walk into a room where truth does not rule, and you're surrounded by enemies that are licking their tongues at you. It's sort of like the chicken going before the foxes to be judged. Should the chicken stand on truth in that room? Because the truth of the matter is that foxes love eating chickens. Foxes survive by eating chickens. See, Ma'at for the chicken works amongst the chickens. Ma'at for the chicken in the courtroom of the foxes does not work. So we have to really learn how to apply these principles and start aligning with our first source. So we look for the truth. We look for justice. We look for the righteousness, right? In Gyame, we talk about honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. These are divine attributes: honor, loyalty, and sacrifice, to help ground us and to get us in alignment with this first source. Honor. That means, you know what I'm saying, to hone something down to perfection. And also it means to place something above. Right? Place something above. You know what I'm saying? What have you placed above you? Because oftentimes we have to place things above us so that we can remind ourselves that it's bigger than just us. Because this world loves it when it's just about you. right? Because you walk into a place and it's just about you, and for them, it's about their group. You walk into a room of West Asians, they might be beefing when you walk into the room, but when you walk into the room, the beef stops and it becomes about them against you, and you go in there and wonder why you can't win. Right? They placed something above their personal interests. Democrats and Republicans hate each other. They argue about COVID-19, whether it's real or not. They argue about how much money's supposed to go out. They argue about all that. But you bring up reparations, and everybody on the same page. They align with something, honor, something above, so we often need those things that we place above. So, you know what I'm saying? So in Giame, boom, honor, what is this thing? What is this thing we placing above us? We got the symbol of Giame, we got the symbol of the Phoenix. We talk about Ka'in, our thing, not my thing, it's our thing, the collective. Right? And then what starts to happen, because this is getting to the freedom, what starts to happen in our collectives is that we have a collective of individuals focus on them. And they don't understand the honor of placing the collective above. They don't understand it. So freedom never comes because we end up chasing our tails because we always got to deal with people's personal shit. Because it's about them. What about the collective? Honor, placing something above. Loyalty. Right? Loyalty. Being loyal to something. What are you loyal to? If you can be bought, that's called a mercenary. That's called a mercenary. So if you don't have loyalty to something, an unbreakable loyalty, you can't align with the first source. Because it's going to require you to make painful decisions. Loyalty makes you have to make painful decisions. Loyalty makes it possible for you to have to go and sit it down somewhere for a little while. Right? So you mix honor and loyalty, you got some powerful shit. If it's going in the right direction. If it's going in the wrong direction, you always going to lose. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Being able to give. Being able to let go of something that may be painful to let go for that thing greater. Aligning yourself, right? Because, like I said, I don't want to leave y'all hanging with just the nice proverb and the nice words and then somebody come and dance around the words and it's just a pretty thing. I want to talk to you about the basic principles that will help you align yourself with the first source. Because then we could really talk about freedom. Because it says freedom comes by alignment with the first source. That thing, that honor, the thing I place above me, that thing that I'm loyal to, right? The thing I'm willing to make sacrifices to. I align myself. And it helps me align myself with that first source. Doing these things, aligning myself with the first source. Why? Why is the first source good? Because freedom comes by alignment with the first source. For by that light, human beings see best how to choose. When we align ourselves with the first source, we see best how to choose. We are able to be clear in the choices that we make. rather than plagued by doubt and fear. Did I make the right choice? Right? But I want to be clear. This is a little bit deeper than just belief. Right? Because like I said, now I could talk about honor, loyalty, and sacrifice because it's practice, and I've seen it practice, and I have practiced it myself. And because I have, I'm able to speak about it from experience, not from theory, not from ideas, not from philosophy, but from what I have been seeing in my life. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. And like I tell people all the time, like I said, check out the Daily Toasters. Check out some of the people that's getting up in the morning and see if this is not making a change. See if what we do in the Giambi Journey is not making changes in people's lives. See if what we're doing in Giambi Journey has not saved people's lives. When people start adhering to the principles and start practicing the principles, they start seeing a definite difference in their life. You know why? Because they are able to align themselves with the first source. And the first source gives them a better ability to see how to best choose. Family, this is a real and powerful, and I mean, just like we in the page 10, and brother and the brother done dropped some life changing juice. We're just on page 10, and we're talking about a 3 to 4 sentence little piece here, and he's dropping this. And when you sit down and you take yourself through the process of applying this to you, how have you seen this operate in your life? When you follow the system that comes through Giambi, right? When you follow the system, I mean, it ain't just because this is an ancient practice, but I could use Giambi and throw that on there. This is an ancient practice. How have you seen this in your life? How can you use this to improve your life and your lot in life? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a financial literacy piece. It's about aligning yourself with the first source. Being able to practice that honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. Being able to understand truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, order, and harmony. Being able to grasp those 7 principles of Kwanzaa and work them in your life and hone yourself so that now you can align yourself with the first source and that, like human beings see best how to choose, said the knowledge of freedom comes by alignment with the first source and the fourth source. For by that light, when you align yourself with that first source, there's a light, an ability to see. That's all they're saying. Ability to see some stuff that other people won't be able to see. Ability to hear things that other people won't be able to hear. Developing an advantage. Call in line 614-556-4535. I hope I hit that one well. And we're going to move to proverb number 2. But like I said, let me go and post this up. Check out the e-course. Well, let's go over here and
to have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
Too strong?
Yeah.
born to be great.
Oh my God, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black.
Born to be great.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us, right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Geometry Journey, and let's build together.
Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine, divine. Word from the wise, never catch girls among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind. Even when you reflect divine. Say, the truth is what
I'm trying. It's hard, man. It's hard. Oh, Lord, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But I'm trying, family. I be trying to get up, but I do get up. And we always do the toast, right? So, all right, so let's move to number 2. Because I don't want to hold you up all night. The dead are not resurrected without embrace, said the knowledge holders, which is the sharing principle. Man, y'all got to stop being scared. 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear some of y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting up here like, good grief. I know I ain't the only one thinking about these. We are a little bit past an hour. You know, I try to kind of keep the evening shows kind of concise. But the next proverb is, the dead are not resurrected without embrace, said the knowledge holders, which is the sharing principle. Oh, my God. So, bruh, hold on. So this he an ancestor now. This ancestor, man, has basically, I just want you to understand this. He not only gave us the key to freedom tonight, but he also took it one step farther. He said, listen, I'm going to give you the secret to resurrecting the dead. Let me say that again. This dude in this little book just talked to you about raising the dead. He said, the dead are not resurrected without embrace. How do you embrace something? right? I want you to think about that. How do you embrace something? What has to happen for you to embrace something? Yeah, you got to get close to it. You got to get up on it, right? You can't embrace something from a distance, right? Now, a perfect example for this is that when the honored ancestor Elijah Muhammad started his quest, and he started resurrecting. See, because a lot of people, understand the language, right? Symbolic language. But even if we was talking about an actual body, there's an embrace that has to take place there too. But if we are going to resurrect what's dead, and what's dead, something that is not moving, something, and we got a lot of dead walking around. We got a lot of zombies just walking around here. How you raise the dead, brother man? Open wide your arms, up close and personal, then wrap around. That's right. Shouts out to brother Kwame. Checking us out from our Twitch site. Learning how to use that Twitch, learning how to use that Discord. You know what I'm saying? Putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Got his Gumroad account. Brother doing it, right? You got to get up close when you're going to resurrect something. You got to, in a sense, you got to embrace death to resurrect something. That's almost scary. If I'm going to bring you from the dead, I am going to have to come to where you are, because if you dead, more than likely, you can't come to where I'm at, or you wouldn't be dead. That requires me to have to move towards you, to move into your realm, to move into your tomb, to move into your grave, because wherever a dead person is laying, in a lot of cases, it's like their tomb, or it can become it, because death has a way of taking over a place. The body starts to rot because certain parts of the system shut down. The life starts to leave the body. The light starts to leave. You can see that there's a difference. I remember when my grandfather passed away in my mom's house. You know, I got to chill with him. And Sasha was a baby. And I brought Sasha over, and 1 minute he was, lifting her up and hugging her, and and everybody like, ooh, he done did a turnaround. He gonna be all right. Right? And then you could see it coming. So I got a call at work. And Cleve just happened to be, I think it was like either it was in school or summer program. And Gina wasn't in school yet. Sasha definitely wasn't in school. So I grabbed Cleve and went over, and I went upstairs and looked at my grandfather. And I could see it wasn't there. He wasn't there. And I brought Cleve up. I said, because, you named after this. This is the greatest man I have, you know what I'm saying, in my life. I have many great men, but this is the greatest. This is the first, in many cases, the first man I knew. And I named you after him. I want you to recognize what death looks like. I want you to look how different your grandfather, your great-grandfather is. There's a difference. And in order to resurrect something that's dead, you have to go into the realm of where they are. You have to go into their tomb. Now this is a message For those of us that do this work, right? You don't resurrect the dead by yelling down the street about what needs to be done or on YouTube. You got to go to the funeral homes. You got to go to the tombs. You have to embrace the smell of death, the taste of death that gets in your mouth. If you ever walk past something that was dead, it not only hits your nose, but it hits your tongue. You got to get used to the sight of death. The absence of sound is a totally uncomfortable feeling, and you have to immerse yourself into that world to resurrect what it is you want to resurrect. Now, I brought up Elijah Muhammad because Elijah Muhammad was able to go into those crypts, was able to go into those tombs, and he was able to resurrect what's today his army. But many of us who say we want to do the same thing, we don't want to go into those tombs. Resurrection cannot be performed without embrace. What type of embrace? Is it a loving embrace? Many of our people are in these tombs. Well, they're moving, but they're still corpses. The light of life is not there. The knowledge of life is not there. And if you're going to talk about resurrecting them, you have to be willing to embrace them. For me, that's a young man's game. Every now and then I go back. Every now and then I go into the tombs, but I done did my share resurrected. I want to work with the ones that's awake that that have been brought back now. I'm getting them prepared so that they can start going into the tombs. You understand? Because it's like, but the fact of the matter is that this is. The dead are not resurrected without embrace of the knowledge holders, which is the sharing principle. See, embracing is a sharing. You sharing something with them, and you are also receiving something from them. Arise, O Asar, take to your head, take to your limbs, take to your heart, mind, and then live. But that whole process was a deep embrace, was it not, Kwame? Arise, O Asar, take to your head, take to your limbs, take to your heart, mind, and then live. But there was an embrace. Wasn't just no ritual, just wasn't no incense, right? You know what I'm saying? Incense just cover up the smell. It could be part of the ceremony, but it's ceremonial. The actual change comes with the embrace, which is the sharing principle, right? When you embrace something, you share with it. Family, when we go and we want to talk about, what about them? What about them? What are we sharing with them? What are we bringing to them? I can't resurrect the dead without the sharing principle. And the sharing principle means that I have to bring something of value. It means I have to bring something to them. What are we bringing to them? You heard it, right? Maybe you was inclined. Maybe it's the right time. Maybe it was the right tone. Maybe it's the right moment for you when it happened. But somebody embraced you and pulled you out of what you was in. Or maybe you was born in a situation where you were raised and was able to see a little bit different than everybody else. But what about those that you say you want to get? Because, one of the things I always bring up, and I know it's kind of a conversation killer, because people be like, we got to save those people, we got to save our people and blah, blah, blah. I say, why don't we save the ones that's here? Why don't we worry about the ones that's here right now, and let's do something so that others can see our embrace of each other. And they will desire the embrace. And in the embrace that they finally are able to receive from us, which is the sharing principle, they will become alive again. What's the term again? Let me read that. Arise, O Asar. Take to your head, take to your limbs, take to your heart, take to your mind, and then live. Or as we say in Geometry, arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Arise. Come on now. I mean, it's not hard. It's not hard, but it does take some work. There will be sacrifices. As one of the movies said, there will be blood. But, you know what I'm saying? It has to happen. And we have to train people on how to do this safely. Because, just like you could possibly resurrect someone, someone could bring you to death as well. A lot of y'all embracing some of the wrong people. Oh, man. All zombies don't want to be resurrected. Some of them like being zombies. And that's cool. If that's what they like it, they like it for themselves, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So let's go and try to work this last one out, and I'm going to get up. This last one is long. I think I am going to save this one for next week, and we're going to work on this one by itself. I'm going to read it real quick, and y'all can think about it. I'm going to put, it'll be 423. Poor book. Poor expensive ass book. But I love what I do with this, so I'm going to circle it. And I think we're going to do this one by itself on 423:20. The divine loves humanity and has filled it with sight, so that humanity might see how to be joined with the divine, said the knowledge holders, and to conquer all enemies. Hold on. Wait. Not only is this dude telling us how to find freedom, I mean, on page 10, this is just page 10. He done told us how to find freedom. He done told us how to resurrect the dead. And he's telling you right now how to conquer all enemies. I'm telling you, our ancestors already got the answers, family. Many of us just don't want to take the time to really look at it. We don't want to take the time and really see the answers that the ancestors is laying out for us. It's simple, man. I mean, this what we involved in is not that hard. It's not that hard. And it's not that complicated. And the people that we are up against are not that smart. You can see right now, this whole shit is falling. It's falling to the way. I can't wait till tomorrow so we can have this discussion about this $2,000 a month that they are now talking about throwing out. And what it means for you. Now, do y'all remember when I told y'all? Now, I really want y'all to hear me on this. So, when I heard the stimulus was coming out, and I wanted a computer, I knew that before they announced and declared that it was going to happen, I needed to buy what I wanted. I wanted a computer because I already knew that as soon as they dropped that money, prices was going up. So I scrape up my money. I borrow money. Boom, boom, boom. I go and buy my computer. When I buy, it's $525. Right? Send it. Boom. Waiting for my thing. But my computer is stuck in limbo now because I can't get it because FedEx won't come to my building and FedEx won't allow me to come to the building to get it. So my computer is stuck in limbo. But I bought the computer for $525. In between the time of me buying the computer and getting the computer, which was supposed to be within a 5-day period, the computer has went up in price over $100. So what's going to happen when they dropping $2,000 per month per adult and $500 per kid up to 3 kids in homes? What's going to happen to the price of milk? Already, we know that the food chain has been affected by COVID-19 because all these restaurants and all these schools are closed. They have too much milk. And then on top of that, a lot of this milk has been infected by individuals that's been working in these plants that have COVID-19. So they're just pouring the milk out. What's going to happen to the price of milk? And we also know that meat factories and stuff are already closing. What's going to happen to the price of meat? Hell, Russia and Saudi Arabia have kissed and made up. What's going to happen to the price of gas? And then on top of that, with the rest of the economy collapsing, I mean, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we got a lot of stuff to keep each other informed, and we got a lot of conversations that we have to start having, right? In the midst of learning how to resurrect, and in the midst of learning what freedom and how to get it is, and in the midst of learning how to conquer all of our enemies, because it's coming. You know what I'm saying? And right now is the opportune time for us to really start moving forward. Never in history, at least in recent history, because you know this all this shit is recent. All the shit we going through is a blip in our history. This is a goddamn blip. But never in this little blip of time, we go from maybe 332 BCE up to now. Never in this blip of time. And actually, we can't even, from 332, we can't even count that. But I won't give them that. From 332 up to now, West Asia. Y'all can have that time. You know, even though we know what's going on in West Africa. Right? You know what I'm saying? About us, you know, because it was nothing for us to roll across and do like the Huns. Come on now. Come on now. I mean, really. I mean, all you got to do is look at history. If my man could walk, if my man was able to walk, not just walk, but take a caravan packed with gold from West Africa all the way up through, from West Africa all the way up through Africa, from the West Coast all the way up through Egypt out into Mecca, and spend money all the way down and spend money all the way back. If it was about conquering for us, we could have did it. Hell, let's talk about Hannibal. Right? Hannibal had an honor system that he applied to the Romans. That's that mistwisted using the principles. Everybody got the same as universal? No. I think after the Battle of Cannae, Rome was so fucked up that Hannibal could have probably rode up to the gates and possibly ran through the gates and killed every motherfucking Roman. But he applied his principle system onto them. And he thought that out of just the honor of the fact that they had been defeated, that they would just surrender. But nah, dog, you can't be, that's what a lot of us do. But back to the point. If it's about conquering and destroying, we could have did that shit easy. That shit was easy for us. Shit was easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. But hey, we didn't do that. We decided to build. But anyway, family, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I'm just an old man that just rambles. But I don't gamble. I want to let y'all know we will be doing something in June because May is just a little bit too close to all this COVID stuff. So we'll be doing something. We got plans. We're working on it. We're trying to get some headliners for y'all so that we can make sure that y'all come out and y'all join us. All right, for what we're calling our DiGyeFest. Right? So family, I want to thank you for taking the time and joining us on Giami Journey Media. But hold on, give me
to have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
We were born to be great. To be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?